You live, Richard.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. I'm finna pull it over and get it off of mine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, brother Mick? Get it off
Nah,
mine.
you know I ain't doing nothing, Rich. Just sitting back, brother.
Yeah, man. Before we get on this city council, man, because I know that's on your chest because it's on my chest. I
That
want to
ain't
get
on
something
mine
else.
no more.
Oh, okay. That's good.
But we can talk about it.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about this upcoming election year, especially the 70th district state rep race. And I want to talk
Mm-hmm.
about uh, whether or not there will be forums. Personally, I want to participate. I will participate. I'm not turning down nothing. I'm there. Let me know I'm there. Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
I want that. I want to make first thing first. I want to make that. I'm trying to get my camera right, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. This is my
Oh,
first time being able to have a decent sized screen. I don't know
yeah.
how we look. I don't know how we looked up on it, but but it's gonna be tighter. And like I said, this Flint Voices finna take it to a whole new level. Start right now. So this is Flint Voices. Get it off your chest. And we
Mm.
just go, something gonna pop up, gonna be on our minds, and we just gonna do this, you know. And I gave y'all a little a pre-broadcast. I didn't really share it or nothing, but saying that we was doing this one. A lot more of them. They just might all of a sudden we just might leave city council, like I said earlier today, and pull over. Let's do it. You see what I'm saying? We got it like that. You know what I'm saying, young Mick?
No doubt.
But far as this upcoming summer, especially during the primaries, I'm wondering, and probably the general, especially the general, because it's a possibility that they may not want to do one in the general. I don't know, but I want to do one, you know, before, after, doing. We can have one while the voters going to and from the polls. I don't care. Let's talk about it because what I have on my mind, what I have on my agenda, I want the public to know, and I want, no matter what happens, I want what on my mind to be a part of the conversation. See, a lot of people, they run for office to win. They run for office for an agenda purpose. I'm not running for office for no agenda purpose. I'm running to be heard because the things that I have on my mind and the things that I'm going through, the common sense stuff that God has given to me, He has given to the residents also. So why shouldn't we have a voice? Why shouldn't we say something and be heard? I mean, real talk. A lot of these things that is going on in this city is because people just you be like, hey, look, man, he kicked me. They looking at you, watching you get kicked. He ain't touch you, dog. What you talking about?
Well, Rich, you got a question in here.
Uh huh.
Dominique said, "What's on your mind?"
So what's on? So what's on my mind right now is I'm
And we
hoping.
and you got to
I'm
give a
hoping.
shout, and we got to give a shout out to her.
I
Yeah.
want to do a podcast with it. Hey, give me your Give me your hit me up in my inbox, and I'll talk to you. I want to do a Saturday, a second of the month, Saturday show with you called Flint Voices.
Rich, I already got that on lock. I already got her locked in.
All right,
You late?
but
Yeah.
you probably got her locked in on something else.
Nah,
But
we
that was
gonna
good.
we gonna go to her. We gonna highlight Usmo. Am I saying it right? Usmo.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta highlight what Dominique doing over there. She's doing some
yeah,
great things with the
beautiful
kids and
thing.
over there.
Shout
So we're
out
gonna have
all the way. You know, I love the kids. They
yeah
number one for me.
we
I'm
gotta
doing everything for the my conversation is about the future. I love it. Dominique, we gotta talk. We
we're
that
gonna have
definitely do.
brother. We gonna go to her spot. We
Yeah,
gonna do
God
it.
is
I got an interview set up. I just been
God is
trying to get
good.
things
God
in
is
order. We're
great.
gonna show up. We're gonna show up on her. We're gonna pull up on her.
Man, God is good. God is great. Yes, yeah, she done took us off all our subject, got me smiling, and I don't really, I'm playing chess, so I'm already thinking about what we gonna talk and what we gonna do. Quick.
Nah, we man, no, because she's doing. We want to highlight the people in Flint, man. I did want to come on mad with council, but she came on
But
and changed the subject.
we did what we did. We can go back on
Yeah.
council because I'm gonna ask Dominique how she feel about council. She gonna might well get stress them fingers. I put her mic on, let her mic talk for her and put her word. What up, Becky? Becky Brown got something to say. She gonna be coming. She'll give her a little break.
No doubt, no doubt, no. Oh no, Becky Brown. We was talking about we finna start getting out here to interviewing people. You know what I'm saying? We already got Shatara
What
working, so
you know what
Shatara
I'm
working so
saying?
hard is unfucking believable. I'm surprised she ain't told me she quit. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised, but no, we just setting up. We just setting up, Becky. We're gonna start highlighting the people that's really on the ground doing the work.
Man, Mick, I
It's
don't
not.
like this new camera, man. I'm going back to the old way.
No, yes, you can. You
Man,
just
y'all better record this and save it because I'm going back to man, I can't get it center right. If I get it center right, my hand all
no,
in. I won't have it right because I'm gonna get my stand. I
get
I
your stand.
man, I threw myself out the game. I'm doing too much. I should have went to the house.
No, Miss Strong, we gonna bring you on for they can hear the truth. That's the reason we're gonna bring the people on. Cause we done heard from the council people. It's time to get the activists that's really in the streets, that's really
And
doing
that's what
things
and
with the
that's what
kids
I'm
and going
about
in there.
anyway. I'm about
Right.
our view anyway. I done already heard their view and heard their distractions and heard their agreements, whatever way they done
Mm.
came. I didn't experienced it. So no, and from all of that experience, I would realize this, man. I gotta holler at us and I gotta let them know how we feel because they feel like y'all supposed to tune into them 100-hour council meeting. No, you're not. No, you're not. And that's the saying that goes for the governor, and that's the saying that goes for the House of Representatives. That's the saying that goes for the senator. You ain't supposed to catch up and keep up with whatever they doing. You got a 9 to 5 to do. You got a child. They was in your face when they wanted your vote. When they wanted your vote. So they should have some kind of community. And this modern social media, Zoom meetings, all that. They should have community cameras, a couple put up, letting people know whether good or bad what they're doing, what they're voting on, what they're bringing to the table. They do none of that. They do none of that. They expect, and we just leaving at the lower level, the ones that you call all the time. And I'm gonna say something else. Something else is on my chest because I asked Chief Green this when I was sitting at City Council in there with him. I said, man, are everybody running up to the City Council? All these nonprofits talking about what they want to do with the Harper Fund. Why ain't none of these nonprofits going over to the county commissioners? They got more money than that, and asking them for some to do some projects and stuff with. Why the city ain't over there asking them for some money to do some projects with?
But
Just a thought.
this what I want to
Just
say,
a
Rich.
thought.
And I'm gonna say this, Rich, and I don't want to take no shot because I'm gonna be nice. But how can this council, Just look at the way the city ran. How can this council act like they want to deal with crime when they can't even deal with the pettiness amongst each other? Man, I sat
They
down
are
at that
crime. They're
man.
criminals.
Yeah, I sat down at
They're
that council.
criminals.
Now hear me out, Rich. I sat down there Monday. This not taking no shots. I understand they was mad at Eric, but I don't care, Rich, how mad I get at you. I'm not gonna let no lawless go down. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm glad you on, Becky, because it's like it's a lawlessness. I'm just saying, in order for you to get the people, you expect the people looking at y'all. They looking on council. You got a handful that's probably involved in it. They can't stand Eric. But this thing where they saying you got to ask presidential and all of this, let me tell you something about being presidential. And I'm going to be honest on this. And I don't care what how they feel or not, man. When I heard saying being presidential, man, I wanted to look and like, where do blacks get this from? Like they got to uphold all. It's like you presidential, you got to be like this. See, once again, we got this. We got some imaginary line. Do they understand presidents have people took out, can start wars? Presidents are human beings. They live like everybody else. They cuss, they get drunk, they party. Where do they get this from? You ain't president. I'm like, I don't understand where they get this from. Right, Becky. That's right. Acting presidential mean acting white. You right. I'm all the way. And it's like when I hear that,
we
like,
gonna be titled this one Becky Brown straight to the point.
Yeah, and that's like with this
Becky Brown straight to the point.
I don't know if it was Becky or somebody when they talk about that celebration at 200 years, but they put a post up. I'm not gonna say what group they put it in or whatever. But when a person
that kicked me out, probably.
I don't know. It was. I think
they
it
can't
was.
Take that pressure. No, they can't handle that Rich Jones pressure.
No, I think
that's why everybody should vote for me because of that. Because of the who blocked me.
Brother Rich, in order for us to eat, man, we gotta both let each other eat, man. But I'm gonna let you get your what's name. But this was the thing.
No, I'm good. Go on. That when every time you just something about that group that just make me go off track. But I'm back on track. Go on in there and speak now, because I don't got nothing else to say. Go on, Mick.
But brother, it wasn't that group. It was, I think, Discuss Flint.
Okay.
You didn't let me. That's why you cut me off and let me tell you. It was in Discuss Flint, I think, and they was talking about how what somebody put in there was they gonna tell the truth. They celebrate the 200 years of Flint. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want me to interrupt you, Mick.
And this ain't no shot at Quincy. But what a person acts is they gonna tell both sides. They're gonna tell. See. They want to get rid of that critical race theory because we have blacks that sit up here act like they don't know history. Some that I even agree with. Like I heard someone on there, they can't see this as racism, right? They couldn't understand how this is racism. What majority is this city?
Black.
I can go pull up Jordan Sheraton. I was just watching his podcast he did down at the Democratic Party when he was talking the 8th-year anniversary about the Flint water, and he's saying it's racism brought up in it. But we have people on council act like they don't understand racism. They act like they don't understand this whole water thing. It was set up through racism. Even the money that they're gonna give them, they can't see, and that's crazy. That we got black people that don't understand how is racism being tied up into this whole situation. How you can see money going downtown, but you don't see nothing going on the north side, but they don't see racism. You know what I'm saying? And I feel Eric, I'll be wanting Eric to sue, but shit, I don't know if Eric can go in and get a fair trial.
Man, I know. I'm gonna let you have the floor because we have it for about 10 seconds. But I know if Eric put a resolution up there right now to amend that budget and stabilize that water fund, that he won't get the 5 votes. But I want him to do it anyway because I want the city to see those 5 or 6, 7 or 8 council people that don't want the water fund stabilized. But I know a couple of them probably are sustained again at the worst.
And this my only thing. I never seen in my life where every time they feel like, if you notice, when you black, he gotta be. We gotta control him. We gotta will him in. They want a black man to be so docile and
But they
so this
telling the
and that.
truth.
But I'm just saying, but them black. I mean, like they can't see it because they can't see racism. They so blinded up on themselves. They don't see how racism is tied up into this whole process. Even the
They are
strength,
ignoring it.
even the redlining, even how they doing is they can't see racism. But like even with
Ignoring
Quincy, he didn't understand what Brother Roberts was saying when he was breaking it down why the police got started. And it was sad that
it. Ignoring.
we know more.
Ignoring.
Yeah, he know more. We know more about their history and not our history on really what's going on. Like with crime, there's crime, but look at them. How you gonna
Facts.
tell some kids
Facts.
y'all don't need to do this when y'all acting asses yourself?
Facts.
How you gonna tell some kids well y'all don't need to do this when they can see this? Man, even a blind person can sit down there and see how they huddling up. Cause I seen somebody, I ain't gonna put their name out there when they was telling the person, look, if we're gonna be fair, we're gonna be fair all around the board. And then when things
Didn't go their way.
yeah, they didn't know, they didn't want to be fair. But then these people and they want to act like they like I just don't get black people, Rich. Like we so crazy. And I even go back to the black girl with the DDA thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all so mad at Eric, y'all couldn't even see she couldn't even get hired. It wasn't Eric that didn't vote for her. And I'm not saying nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call nobody no, you know what I'm saying, nothing, but it just seemed when it come to
Who
black
didn't vote for her? Who didn't vote for her?
didn't
I
vote for
know
her.
Pfeiffer was one. I know Pfeiffer was one. Who else didn't?
I don't know who didn't, but I'm just saying everything. It just got to when they like when I hear people say, "Oh, they
I
changed
don't
on
think
Eric."
either.
No, Andy,
But
I'm
hey,
behind. I'm behind Eric too, Andy. Let me tell you something. Because it's not. I hear people when they want to say, "Well, y'all need to get Eric under control," but damn, y'all ain't saying nobody else need to get. Why is it Eric? Because certain questions getting asked. I never seen a group of council people who can have administration that can come up there and be unprepared every time, and they still got jobs. I'm just telling you what. Because in any other world, if you can't come answer some questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, if you ain't got the answers for it, and it ain't no knock, it's just you can't keep coming unprepared. They
can't keep
act like
coming unprepared.
these. I swear to God, man, you can go watch C-SPAN. They act like Flint City Council is the worst. I can't believe how some people. But you know what? Propaganda is a hell of a machine. When I can say this is the worst in the world, I ain't seen nobody get called the N word at city council down there at Flint, but we can go on YouTube and pull it up. We can see what people been doing there. They finna fight, but Flint is the worst. And you got council people who, when the people of Flint, when
All
we
on
yeah,
Facebook doing council meetings.
and when we say it's the worst, it's because we saying from people in Flint that's seeing the BS. That's all it is. We got to worry about like you haven't heard none of them besides Eric who's saying, and I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll come back next week or tomorrow when Shatara do her show and come on and say, hey, I made a mistake. But how many of them been saying let's build houses? I get you want the space done, but ain't nothing talking about building houses. You got council people need that. I ain't mad at them at the mayor because listen, if I'm mayor, if I can get me 6 votes and the people ain't looking at them and they let me get away with what I want to do, they want to vote. They vote for it, and you ain't even looking through it.
Get it off your chest, man. Get it off your chest, man.
I'll push my agenda too. That's
Get it
even
off your chest.
and I'm still waiting on the Ethics and Accountability Board. Somebody lied, but you see how they swept that up under the rug.
And where is he at?
They want to leave that.
And he should have been saying something. Man, he been to too many council meetings for him not to say something. You can pick who he should have been calling in front of them.
Dominique, don't
probably
go there.
probably you can go and choose in a moment and could have got all what is it? All of them from the past, from all 3 councils.
Hey, hold up, Rich. No, Dominic, I know you ain't been there, but I've been there, and I'm saying you ain't been there in years. Ain't nothing changed. It's the city still.
Oh, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Dominique.
no, cause she lost. She don't know what's going on, so I was gonna try to fill
Do
her
you
in.
know that? Dominique, do you know that is every meeting at City Hall is on YouTube, very poorly recorded by Paul Harrington. You can't even comment.
Becky
You can't
Brown,
even comment.
Becky Brown. I'm again. No, you right. I ain't seen nothing like this. This council, I'm not. I'm just gonna say, no, Dominic. You know what? We're gonna do the good thing with you. I don't want you to get in this mud on how I'm feeling today. I'm just, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but I'm just telling her that
Yeah.
did she? I'm just asking her, did she know that of that availability? See, they don't even let the public know how they can see what's going on. Or the effort and accountability meetings, they should be broadcast when they're holding to them.
This what I say, Dominique. I'm not understanding with the council why they so scared to bring back. And Becky Brown, maybe you can answer this. Why we don't have council that can bring back their own sanitation? Oh, she said it's poorly recorded. Yeah, I mean they be having problems. I don't know. I think brother Paul is trying the new system because we have problems working on this new one I'm dealing with.
You
And
think he got a new system?
I think he do. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But when
we
you
gonna find out if he got a new system when the next council meeting. Now I went to not I didn't go to this one today because it probably wasn't going on right now as we speak. I
yeah,
didn't go to this one,
no, it's one on
but
the day. But man, listen,
the last one I went there and the front door was locked and the cars didn't look familiar outside, so I didn't call anybody. And then I had a lot of stuff to do. I was running late for anyway too, so you
now
know.
this what Becky Brown said. She said, "Well, y'all heard second ward council person say she do not know how to talk to the people that is different from her." Little
Who
Nelly,
said who said what? Say that again.
I'll read it for you, but this is what Doctor
Read it
Liddell
slow.
Lewis
Read it slow. Read it
allegedly
slow.
because this is what she said, Becky. So I'm pretty sure
I
Becky
trust
telling the
Becky.
truth. I do too.
Becky, watch. I'm
Now I do
listening.
say it, but I'm gonna just put allegedly for they shut her brother down. You know, right now they're gonna come at us. She said, "Well, y'all heard second ward council person say she do not know how to talk to the people that is different from her. Who are the people different from her? I'm lost on that one.
Damn. Got me cussing.
No, you ain't got to cuss. I mean,
Man, I'm doing good too. Man.
that's what's up, Rich. But I don't want to take. To me, I just think this election gonna be so messy and so petty that
And it shouldn't be.
it's gonna be. It's
It
gonna
should
be a
be full of
messy and
candidates
petty.
like me that's ready to talk about the things that they want to do and the changes that they want to make and the people that they want to get involved instead of all of this. What you used to
Oh,
do,
okay,
you ain't
no,
doing whatever
no,
they gonna do.
no. This for Becky Brown.
Whatever they gonna do.
This the question. This the answer. Becky Brown. She said, "Remember when she made a comment about the lady who dropped the diaper while they were cleaning up last Saturday?" Becky Brown, you know why they don't know how to talk? Because they too busy want to talk at them instead of to them. They want to get on there and say, bring it out. Well, I saw a person do this instead of going to, but you ain't hearing nothing to say, why you don't say that? These people don't know how to interact with people. They think they feel them kids are savages. They forgot they was young before. All of a sudden, everybody just forgot they so presidential, they so this or that. And it ain't no knock, but listen, man, y'all got to go out there. I done threw paper down before. Now, I have a better mind to pick it up. You don't know what a person going through. She dropped that down. If you went over there and talked to her, maybe you need to set up a women's group to get out here and talk to these young girls or whatever. But we don't
Me,
talk about that.
we don't talk about the good days when it comes to our kids. I was getting phone calls from the Carmen Ainsworth's parents. Um, they are overly concerned. They're very concerned, and I understand everything.
Oh, but you know
And
what
I
that
have to
come
break.
from, Rich. Rich, we hold
And
up. We gotta have a real conversation with that. You know what that come from, Rich? These kids not scared of their. It's really the parenting. If you summing up
And
parenting,
that's what I told the lady, because they were like them. We got to get all this. I was there. First of all, let me tell you something. No matter how many police cameras you put in that school, it's going to be more kids than whatever you put in there. Now, I agree with you as far as them getting on the premises. Nowadays, it got to be somebody at all at interest as far as the school property is concerned.
answer this question for me, Rich. What would have happened if you would have got caught? Everybody didn't got kicked out of school, did something. But what would
We
your
had
parents?
riots
No,
at
no,
our
no,
school.
no.
We had
Right,
gang fights.
right. But answer this: when you cut up, did your parent deal with you when you got home?
Definitely.
I'm just all I'm trying. It's parenting. Yeah,
So, yeah.
Dominique, you are right. The parent, but you know what though? They'll keep little Ray and Ebony dressed like they had them sharp dressed up to down, but don't know shit
And they ain't even
upstairs.
going to school.
And don't
And,
know shit
and
upstairs.
hey, I broke them parents' heart down. I broke them kids, the parents' heart down. You know what I told them?
What?
I said they need to put phones in all the classrooms, and cell phones should not be allowed in schools. You should have phones in all the classrooms. You should have phones in your offices. And if you have an emergency, if you had to call your child, you should be able to call that school, and then you should be able to call that classroom. All of this, all of these cell phones, interactions, and stuff like that, and we got to go old school when it comes to teaching our kids. They're
Because
not.
not what
They're
it
not
is.
ready. They're not ready for this, and it's showing.
Not what
They're
it
not
is.
ready.
What it is, them parents don't want to be parents. They really basically school is a babysitting, and them teachers shouldn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? The teacher supposed to be able to say this: "I'm finna call your mama," and that kid down there piss on himself.
Man, Mick.
You know what
Man,
I'm
Mick.
saying?
Man, Mick. I can go ham, but I ain't, cause
No,
I can
you
really throw some. I can really throw some chemicals up into the conversation that just blow this.
yeah.
But I ain't gonna do that. But I'm going to pray. But I told them parents that called me. I said, "Well, if y'all want to make a move, because what they was trying to tell me is they trying to get into it, but I'm telling them, for one thing, you gotta wait. They got a lot of cameras to look at. They got a lot of kids to talk to. They're going to get back with y'all as far as the final decisions and all of that stuff are concerned. This just happened, you know. But if you want to do something, I said you should gather you some parents up there, and all of y'all go up there and bum rush to school. I said, but when y'all go up there and speak your mind, y'all must also remember that all of those kids had parents, and you can't just get on these security. You gotta get on those parents, and then you also can't let those kids get off the hook. You can't just keep them going up there hollering at the security. You gotta holler at everybody because they all was wrong. And then I got friends that parents would drop us off at school in the front door, and they child would walk straight through the building on to the bus stop.
But
Get
Rich,
off the bus, walk straight through the
the
building,
school
get in
said,
his car with his mama, go home.
"Oh no,
So
Chris,
just
Chris,
because
you
your parents are doing a good job don't mean that kid gonna be a good kid.
no, it ain't. But that's the thing. A teacher supposed to be able to teach. A teacher shouldn't have to sit up there, man, arguing with no kid. Rich, I was in the school working, man. I seen how parents was knowing they was
Tripping,
smoking weed
tripping.
with their kids. Something I was like, what the hell?
Man, I'm watching granddaddy smoke weed with their kids.
Yeah, it's I'm talking about teenagers. These are 14 and 15-year-old. And I ain't saying I seen them, but they be taught. You know how kids, when you in the high school, kids tell on their goddamn parents, tell everything. And I done seen the teachers when they was calling, telling the parent, you letting your kid come to wear a shirt that got weed on there. You
Buying
know
it
what
for
I'm
them.
saying? And then so when they send them home, I tell the parent you got to bring them a different T-shirt. They catching an attitude. I bought him that shirt. Why would you buy him a shirt with
Why
a
do you
weed
buy it?
paraphernalia? Yeah, anyway, that's what I'm saying. You got to deal with the mindset, man. Damn there when a kid's 14, 15, you damn there lost him. because you trying to
Gave them
tell him,
away. You ain't lost them.
yeah,
You gave them away.
yeah, these kids, yeah,
Oh, and that's
yes, they
so
are.
sad.
Yeah, terrible,
Hey, Fire, you
terrible,
burnt them up. You burnt them up.
terrible.
You burnt them up quick. God, man, we quit killing. Hey, our commenters, they ain't commenting with us today. They quit killing. They quit killing. How many words did Tara use? 1, 2, 3, 4. So Tara killed them with 6 words and emoji. Yep, 6 words and emoji. Oh my God. They ain't even working with us today, Mick. Go ahead. Well, say something else was on your mind, Mick. Maybe you can get
Nah,
another 6 right. They killed them
nah,
quick.
I'm just saying, man. You see this violence that's going on in this city, man, and they keep
Well,
acting
yeah.
like you put more police. More police ain't gonna stop it. You need to get to these people and try to end this shit now. What's going
You
on?
gotta be
Shit.
preactive. You gotta be on it. We gotta
Oh, well,
create different avenues, and we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this killing before they kill.
well, Chris,
We
this is what
gotta.
I want to know. Well, then we need to talk to the school board because Chris put this in there, and I do know this, Chris. Kids don't read out loud and they don't write or in cursive, etc. Who fault is that now? Is the
Man, we
school
need to.
board is the school board behind that? Yeah. Oh no, hold up. If the school board, hold up, let me make sure. Is anybody is it Becky Brown? Can you answer that question for me? Because don't send me out on the limb. Don't have me jump off
I'm
the
reading.
crash real quick. I
Hey,
want to
look.
make
I'm
sure.
carrying the phone. Get my ass right. I'm reading.
I
Where
want to
we at,
know.
Beck? Where we
I
at,
want
Beck?
to know. Becky, can you help us out? Who took
Yeah,
out writing in cursive and everything? How did they know these kids weren't gonna know how to write in cursive all of a sudden? Oh, is that just in the inner cities? Brother Jaleel, I've been waiting on you to come in. No, Jaleel, we got to tell the truth on this. Violence ain't new. You see, this is my thing, and this is for some of my Bible thumpers. Brother Jaleel, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you
I
showed
got
up
a
today.
question. I got a question
Oh,
for
she
him too,
said,
man.
Becky Brown said that comes up from the top. Well, Jaleel, this is what I want to do.
From what top? What top? What top?
Okay, well,
Top
why
of
Becky?
the education system, the Bessie DeVos, of
Yeah,
DeVos or whatever her
yeah.
name,
Hold on,
or
let
the
me ask this.
governor's office, or the what top? Or the Flint school board superintendent?
Oh, Chris Caleb said the federal government is responsible in the state. Now this goes back to what I was saying earlier. When I be hearing when they say you gotta ask, I gotta go back to that. And this is not no shot, Tanya, Council 6 Ward Councilwoman Tanya, because that's who I said it. And you know, this is what I'm saying. When I hear that saying this is presidential, look what this brother just said: state and federal education. You got people at the top that then poison people, a whole city, and y'all want to say was they presidential acting? Because every time them governors and all them come down, we
Vigilante
see
action.
that. Look, the Democratic Party. We see I'm running for Democrat, but yeah, our people getting destroyed. Now, brother
Me,
Jalil, this is what I want to know: what part of the Bible is we in, brother? Now, I know you're going to be honest with me, Brother Jaleel, because I got some questions for you. What part of the Bible is we in?
and I got a question for him after he answered that.
Okay, well, Kathleen King said, why did they stop them from wearing uniforms? Teachers need body
Why
cameras.
did they stop him from praying?
We're in the great and oh, Brother Jaleel, I'm glad. So here we go. He answered my question. He said, we're in the great and dreadful day. Now, Brother Jaleel, I'm glad you said that because now we're in Revelations, brother.
Get him, man.
We in Revelation.
And then let me ask my question.
But Jaleel, I want to throw this out because how I look at this, if we're in the why are the pastors are not preaching that we at the end of this madness world that we living in? Answer that question. You already see the education system that went down. Don't nobody want to say that, brother. I'm gonna tell you, this is what I want people in the chat. These the books I feel y'all need to go get put down on Fed magazines. Quit watching all this nonsense on TV. Go get The Fall of America. And all the brothers in here, y'all should go get Message to the Black Man. And y'all should get Our Savior Has Arrived. Them the
So
three
we
I'm
at the
gonna
end
ask
of the
y'all to go
Bible.
get.
We at the end of the Bible.
Brother, I'm just putting out 3 books they should get. They need to get The Fall of America. Because the people, it's like they lost. They act like this is what I'm saying with them, man. If they can't see racism is tied up into this thing, and you seeing the kids, your education that they was giving us is not gonna help them. This is not finna bring them kids up out of there. You can't go tell them, yeah, Jesus, we finna do this. They not finna fall for that. You're gonna have to show them God is real.
Amen.
How
You got to.
they gonna keep preaching the same game? So you think our people finna keep falling for the same trick? That's why you see the kids acting out.
It's so different. I mean, but
I believe
this
that
is the
too,
sad
Chris.
part. The good is swallowed, because there's still some good, it's still some great, but this evil, this demons, this demonology,
But not. But this
and
is
I feel we at the end of the Bible. Like we at the end. I mean, just go with the. I'm thinking back when I was in high school.
let me read this
I was
question.
saying,
Hold up,
I
Rich.
was saying,
Hold on, not to
oh,
cut you off, Jaleel. Jaleel, it said, let me put it on here for people who can't see the brother comment. I'm gonna read it. It said it was prophesied that in the last days, right would be wrong, right would be made wrong, and wrong fair seeming to the people.
and tell them about the Texas. Tell them about all this gay stuff.
Rich, you're not finna get my channel took down. I don't care. I'll go make 100 more. See, I ain't caring about that. I don't care if we outside
But
of
I'm
the
just saying, I ain't nothing. I'm just saying we at the end of time. That's in the Bible.
Right. And I'm just saying, and for the preacher,
and I'm not, it's in the Bible that was the mindset, and all of them is, some of them is natural. So it is what it is. We all gotta go anyway. End of time may be the end of the way we living now. It may be the next generation finna fly.
But how long you think this can go on, man? That's what I'm saying. When we looking at it, I'm just saying, because I'm trying to wrap what's going on into, like, when these people saying they Christians, when they say, oh, they believe in God. Man, listen, when I hear people say they believe in God, man, and I'm watching the way you vote, I'm watching the things that you fight for.
And it may be an end of the way that we are, all of these different religions are. Maybe it may be the end of the way we govern ourselves. The Bible. One thing I can say about the Bible will make it look like you're getting hit with the left hand when you really getting hit with the right hand.
No,
so
really,
it may say that the end of time may be, and it just may be the end of a situation. But definitely, it's the end of something coming.
Now see what people.
It's the end of something.
This what I do believe. See, people think, oh yeah, the world, man, they got our people foolishly. They, you know what I'm saying? This is my thing. I believe it's gonna be the end as a power as we see it. If you want me to say, yeah, I don't believe the whites gonna have the power that they had. You're gonna see the changing of the power. I do believe that. I believe it's going to be changing because they didn't have it. This is nothing but wars that's going on. And it ain't no, listen, man, let me tell you something. Just like with that Flint thing, like that 200 years of Flint. And I'm finna say your question, Jaleel, but it's that 200 years thing to Flint, because you made me almost forget, Rich, because we got off subject. Is they going to talk about the racism that was going on with Flint? How the black stayed in one side, how you had to have a car to come past Hamilton Street. How can we celebrate something?
They're gonna give Pastor Thel Kell the microphone.
Is they gonna really talk about
he's
the racism?
He's a part of the 200-year his history.
But
we got a lot of people that's in their 70s and 80s that was born and raised in the city of Flint.
Yeah, but you have to tell. Look, Brother Rich, I'm bringing my uncle on. I swear to God, I'm getting my uncle on for he can break down back to the bricks to these. I know.
How old is your uncle?
My uncle was about 70 something. Yeah, he's 70 something. What up, Shadi Shah Shatar? What it do? Hold on, let me read Jaleel question, man, before we get off. Because Jaleel, since you're gonna put me out here, I'm gonna go ahead and ride the wave with you. He said that LGBTQ plus can't debate the science. If you are born male, you can call yourself what you want. But when you die and they dig you back up 30 years later and run that DNA, you still a male. Jaleel, I ain't seen some of the cockamanians BS in my world who want to come out and say that I can say I'm the president of the United States. Oh, no, better yet, I'm going to say I'm a football player. You know what they'll tell me if I'm walking around here with a Lions helmet on? Man, he done Mick and lost his mind out here thinking he a football player. Then even when they say, oh, you can go get a sex, man, you got to get a sex change. That means you weren't born that way. You know what I'm saying? We got people
And they need to have all sports, whatever the sports you in, whatever jail you in, since they want to allow that, and I understand it, and it is what it is. It then went down. They need to have their own sports. They need to have their own cells. They need to have their own bathrooms. All of that, and it's proof of that. Even and just like the little incident up at the school, because you got to think about how many days there was a class at Carmen Ainsworth that a kid from Grand Blanc or a group of kids from Grand Blanc did not come over there. So since we got to make this one big incident, which it was a big incident, bigger than what it is, we also gonna make this incident where this person that has this sense, this transgender, whatever you call it, impregnated inmates. So we're gonna blow that up too. Give them their own everything. And people crying about them winning gold medals and all this other stuff. Give them their own sports category.
Oh, no,
Let them fight each other. Let them race each other.
Hold up, Rich, hold up, because you inflated two things. No, Shotty Shard. He taught Rich, I don't know, Rich went on the roll and went from one thing to Carmen fight. No, that ain't happened at Carmen about an inmate, transgender. He was a male.
No,
No, but you had conflated two different things. Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, it was a transgender that got 2 women pregnant in a women's prison. And that's it. Yeah, but Rich conflated almost 2 things together.
He raped this one they had on there yesterday. Raped 7 women, got on pregnant
at the jail.
Prison.
Oh, I guess this is. I get that. That's what I'm saying. I just heard it said it was a story. It was a man, a transgender, raped 7 women in prison and got on. You see what I'm saying? You see how crazy that is? How did he even get caught up? How did he even get to go to a women's prison anyway? If he transgender, but you would think he would if he listen. This is crazy. I'm just trying to, and I don't care what a person. I don't care what you do in your room. What you want to go ahead and do. That's on you. I'm not caring what nobody do. That's on you. But this is where we get tricky into these things, and that goes back to that swimming incident where that man beat them women. They want to. I just don't get it. I don't get it. How you can't be that? You are what you are. If you wouldn't have to go get surgery. You wouldn't have to get this cut off. No, Jaleel, you right. Lots of people, but you know what? They forget that. Jaleel, you know what, brother? Let's go on and go back there. I didn't even want to go at that. I'm not going there. I'm just saying, we just in the Bible. But you would have pastors, man, I rode by church today. I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, people can't come there or whatever, the LGBT community. But don't go there and lie and say God accepting you in that, when in the Bible it don't say he's not accepting that. I don't know how they keep changing God, saying they know what God like. That's all I'm saying. Like I was told, you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plan. Because he got his plan and he going forward with it. And people ain't really reading the Bible. They just going, they getting read the Bible, man, and really believing. I'm just saying, if they can't see the racism that's wrapped up into that, and the Christian and over here, where we at, we in America, they don't want to see what racism, and that's why I'm gonna keep going back at it. If you can't see what racism, just like when they talk about it, this ain't no knock on none of the council people. And I'm gonna go with Judy Priestley since she says she the oldest one on there. She's 65, right? But we'll go with Eric. He the next senior council. He's 63. Let's go back to Eric age and let's see how blacks was getting treated when he was young and in elementary. Was Flint not a racist city? See, these people don't want to realize we got our own people who will deny racism because you can stay next door to them. Because you can move. Some of you can move in their neighborhood. White flight was for a reason.
Chatara just second everything that I've been saying for the longest, and that the Bible you can whatever you want to do. If you want to say that all stores should be closed at 10 o'clock, you can go in the Bible and find passages that can tell you
they fit anything.
And then if you say that stores should be open 24 hours, you can go in the Bible and find passages that say the stores should be open 24 hours too. And that's and this city council. Let's get back to this city council. But first, let me ask Jaleel this question for the show is over when he jump off. Jaleel, are y'all having the protest on City Hall this Saturday to stop the violent protest on City Hall? Are y'all having it this Saturday? Is Jaleel still on?
Yeah, he's still on. But the Chris Callum said what I meant. Oh no, man, we just going over a couple things, Terrence. We was gonna get on council, but
what's on his chest?
Yeah, we just trying to figure some things. He said he been calling you all day, Rick. But Chris
what
Callum,
up with you?
That's why Brittany Griner is locked up because of her sexuality. But Chris, this the thing. Some countries is hard there press. Like I wouldn't want to go over there in the Middle East and go do something wrong. They cut your hand off, or you got to get lashes. But that's going back to that, man. They got to get woke up, man, too. But some people just not going for that in their country, gonna let you do that. But I didn't know it was because of her sexuality. I thought she got locked up because she was dealing with that CBD.
Her the way they treating her is over exaggerated. She should have been back home. And the United States, we ain't making enough demands and none of that either stuff. I don't appreciate none of it. I don't appreciate none of it. There's not enough Brittany Griner shouts going out in America at all. None.
No, but this was even colder. Why was Brittany Griner even had to go over there and play basketball? We will be at Rydestein Missionary Baptist Church at 2 p.m. for a town hall to inform, address, and update the people on the issues plaguing Flint residents. Hey, brother Jaleel, I ain't get to tell you this on the live, man. I love your speech, brother, because when you trying to tell some people to realize we are human beings. How they treated that brother, the guy. Like, brother? You got to see Jaleel's speech when they was talking to the Hurley board. But in 2022, we still trying to explain to these people we're not 3/5 of a person. I would say man 3/5, but we got women. We still debating that we not 3/5 of a person because you shouldn't have to. That's crazy.
So they decided not to take it out. They voted on it, so they voted down.
No, this is Jaleel. I was level with my good brother with the
brother D ain't brother D ain't tuning in either, is he?
I don't know, but brother D, we're gonna get him on the show, or we're gonna get a show.
Yeah, I need to. And remind me to call brother D when we get off this live too.
I got you. No, because I'm dead serious, man. This is crazy. He's brother Jaleel, but that's crazy. Man, what's so crazy because I'm always on YouTube and I be watching the old Malcolm, what's the names, and I'm looking at like what they was asking for back then. And then in the hospital for a person to get treated like that, man, you would have thought this was 1950, man, when they just come in and snatch a brother up. Because they look at us as criminals, but we got people sitting on council that's black and act like they don't see motherfucking racism and crazy. You got Quincy, I'm getting bad emails because they saying I'm protecting this. Why bring it up if you weren't going to talk about it? People tell you that, put it out there. And that's what I'm saying. We fighting for human rights, but we got people.
Who's sending you bad emails?
We got people. No, Quincy said he got
Who's sending you bad emails?
Because he never went
you send me a bad email, I'll bring it out. I'm gonna bring everything out. Don't send me no bad email.
But I'm just saying, you got these people on here, but you know what the problem, Eric? They can't see past. They sitting up here asking about, man, the water is fucked up in Flint. People is dying, and they know what they say. like I said, this is me. This is not Shatara. I'm doing this with Rich. So I don't want the people that
This is everybody. Get it off your chest.
No. What
Shatara
I'm
can
saying,
jump
Rich.
on too.
No, Rich. What I'm saying is, I don't want to mess up some maybe future interviews with these same people. This is not on
feel
her.
you. I
This is
already know they ain't jumping on with me.
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't do it with nobody
I
else.
gotta go to California to get people to come on my show.
Fuck it, Rich.
But
I'm
I'm
like
going.
this, brother. Listen, if you the black sheep, and I really didn't want you to do it because I know what you doing. I don't want you to get into it with that community.
I don't care. I don't care because people like me need to be heard. I'm tired. I'm tired of my voice, our voices, because the people I hang, like one of my friends asked me, man, why are you running? Why you keep running? I said, hell, somebody got to stand up for it, because if you was running, you would be saying the same stuff I'm saying. Yeah, man.
Why would you? That's the craziness. They be looking at the
got a point.
But they crazy. They be looking at the people on council. They be looking at the people on council. They be like wondering why people want them recalled. To be honest with you, I want all of them recalled.
They all get recalled.
No,
they all get recalled.
You're not listening. I won't. Hold up, you ain't let me say what I'm saying, Rich.
Finish what you're saying, but they all get recalled.
I want them because if you can get if you said you, let me say this. And Dr. Liddell Lewis, the councilwoman from the second ward, you know, it is what it is.
She's getting recalled.
No, I ain't saying nothing about her getting recalled.
I'm saying she's getting recalled.
Well, if you say I don't know,
she can call me up, get mad or whatever. The truth is the truth.
Rich,
whether she's doing a good job or a bad job.
No.
They all get recalled no matter whether they're doing good or bad. That's just the way Flint is.
That's Rich opinion. That's not Mick's. This Mick opinion. What I'm saying with him, Rich, this is my thing with it. Like,
I ain't saying nobody deserve to be recalled.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just saying they're getting recalled.
Rich, can I
That's
say
just a fact.
Rich, you're gonna make me lose my train of thought, man, because you said he cut me off. What I'm saying is though, Rich, if they can't see, but I say this, she don't mess with that when they go to the racism. I get what it is, but if you can't see that, Terrence, it really is, and they don't want to be. It's like this. You gotta ask the tough questions. I ain't seen none but maybe one or two that say we need our own sanitation back. When is it became so bad for a city to want to have its own garbage trucks? You got 94 million. Then with these meetings, this is what I didn't understand. You just had 8 hyperfund meetings, right? This what the councilwoman. I don't know nothing. She know more. She on there, so she should know more than me.
Miss Grant Rider, Miss Degree.
Hold up, Jaleel, I'm gonna read yours in 1 second. But this is what I'm saying. You on there, right? And when you saying like we need to, like, why is they steady bringing these people down there when they knowing these people are not finna get that money? They know how that money gonna go. Why are they not fighting to get better, cleaner water in Flint? You don't hear none of them say that but one or two. And I might, if I'm wrong, I'll come back on tomorrow. Shatara, give me 5 minutes and I apologize if I'm wrong on that part. Water not clean. And you mean to tell me y'all will give a company some money and you ain't got clean water? You ain't want to build no houses? All we hear, we can't get jobs here. Shit. Go ahead, Rich. I don't want to blow it, man. I don't want to blow it.
Man, I love you, Mick. I love you, Mick. I love you, Mick. I love you, Mick. Mick, you my baby, man. Go on, get it off your chest, Mick. That's what the name of this show is. Flint Voices. Get it off your chest.
Rich, you know what? I need you to quit drinking coffee. I'm too hyper right now.
And I'm feeling great.
Let me read this for you, Rich. Let me read this from Jaleel.
I'm reading all these comments.
Let me read Jaleel comment, brother.
All right, read it out loud while I get to it.
It said the water is still not usable for consumption. The violence is off the charts. The evil is done by people in high places. As much as they breathe, we are bombarded with fake woke people who talk black, brown unity, but got to go to the table with the enemy to sell us out for some bit. That's what I'm saying. These people will get up here, man, and act like they follow up. Let me tell you something, Jaleel. and I don't want to say it like this, but I'm finna steal some of my brother Roberts. I just feel like brother Roberts is
Bring him
know me.
up.
Y'all
Bring him up.
forgive
Bring him
me
up.
for this. But man, Harriet Tubman wouldn't even deal with it. I'm gonna clean it up. Wouldn't deal with some of these women just acting like they here.
Bring it up.
For,
Bring it
they
up.
here for their people. She wouldn't deal with them. Frederick Douglass would probably fall out when they saying presidential. Do you understand what they were saying? We got blacks sitting up here, Abraham Lincoln. Man, have y'all studied what he said to Frederick Douglass? They saying he freed the slaves. Man, blacks need their ass whooped when they sitting up here saying these presidents. Man, don't come
Hey,
telling
read
me
some of
about.
Terrence stuff too.
They said Obama. Yeah, oh no, Terrence. Oh my God, Obama did that BS and lied to the world. And you got black people there let that slide because he made president. He made president to do the bidding of white people, and we just
Killed
gonna keep
all
it.
our.
We
Killed
just gonna keep it
everybody.
real.
Killed
We just gonna
everybody.
keep it real. He did. You saw, and this ain't no knock. I'm not gonna knock the LGBT community before what they got. What they got out of him because they demanded something. We black people, we don't demand nothing. So I'm not mad at them for what they got. Maybe we need to ask them how did they shoot their move to get what they wanted. But you know what? The
Let me
Chinese,
get in.
no, not the Chinese, but they got something. The Asian hate crime bill. Blacks been getting their ass whooped by the police. And look how listen, the Asians hate, they got something for theirs. And not to take no shot at it, but we know what it is. The Ukraine, look, they finna get some money, but we can't get reparations. We can't get that 40 acres in the mule, because the truth is, whenever the blacks build something,
Salute,
they
Chris.
shit get towed down.
Salute, Chris. But Chris, let me chime in a little bit on Chris a little bit. A lot, maybe most Republicans, but I know some good Republicans too. I know some Republicans are Republicans just because they're rich, and they vote to keep their money to themselves. They don't like paying taxes, but that's racist too. I don't care, but that's their form of racism. It's different forms, and it's different, and that voter suppression. That's a whole nother form of racism. That's but yeah, it is a lot of Republicans. Matter of fact, I really don't know nobody that's as a Democrat now that they're a fake Democrat trying to suppress the vote. But it is the Republicans. They are trying to suppress the vote, and they're doing a damn good job at it. And then we help it by not voting, being registered, and being able and not going.
Nah, what it is, we getting sold out by, they give us a, by, look at it. Gretchen Whitmer, Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Remember, look what she took away. We got her in. No, better yet, we're gonna go with the president. They told all them blacks to go vote. Biden gonna do this and that. They forgot about the Dixiecrats, them Southern Democrats. Yo, Joe Manchin and your Kristen Sinema. Them the only two that came out allegedly with their hoods off. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, if it wasn't them two, it'd be two other Democrats. Them other Dixiecrats to come out and tell these niggas, you're not getting nothing from us. But we sitting up here, go vote. We got blacks telling us to go vote. Sitting up here, go vote. We so distracted by all this other stuff. You get this my biggest thing, and I'm gonna say this. You know, people might get mad when it become black. The black man and the black woman didn't get along. Only people I know who didn't want their mama to vote was who? Who said women couldn't vote?
The white man.
We can go in all
If you didn't own land, you couldn't vote. Voting was originally set for only white men who own property. You just couldn't be a white man because right now, they treat us bad because the majority of us that are in the financial category that they discriminate against are black. If you are in their financial situation, they tolerate you a little bit more.
No, I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, but you ain't got no. Who we got? Man, the minister been out there. The minister Farrakhan been sitting out there going at. You know what they do? Oh, he don't. Oh, he the devil. He this. He that. Man,
distract.
our own people go sit up there, but yet you'll go smile with a person that sat up there and poisoned the whole city. You got another city been poisoned. But what these Democrats do when they came here, when they saw, they bow down and kiss the ring, they're going to fall in line. Even though we're not going to help you, but you're going to bow down and kiss the ring. But Shard, the reason that the Morris reason colleges like that, they not fun. They don't get the funding like the white colleges get. They not going to get them no money, let's be honest. But once again, they don't see racism wrapped up in this whole thing of white blacks is being suppressed like that. They don't see racism. Yeah, I mean, Terrence, you can say that, but then what you gonna say about all the other ones? He wasn't the only one.
Man, what you gonna? Oh, all right, Terrence.
Jaleel, that's why I said that. But look how our people try to suppress them. You get people come out here, they don't listen, man. Black people is so crazy. They don't believe in a black God. They'd rather believe God is gonna be white. Let's just be honest. Ain't not one person made a thing about Jesus being that when you see white Jesus when you come. No, but listen, Rich, when you coming in on 75, you coming in, you don't see no black. They Shawty, check out. Man, you need to check out The Fall of America, brother, and get the message to the black man. And our Savior has it right. That's what blacks need.
Man, listen, why we just can't have a public viewing of that? Jaleel set that up. So Jaleel set up a public viewing of that.
They need to do that. Jaleel, that message need to be pressed through here. We not all the pastors trying to push the Jesus message.
I'm tired of y'all giving me all these research things to do. I'm trying to run for office. And every time I'm turning around, you telling me watch this, watch that. But I understand because it is some knowledge and some of those things do give me some spark for my campaign. But overall, we need to be letting everybody see this. The stuff that individuals are getting, the whole city needs to be a hold up.
But Rich, this the thing that they missing. You really got to see. You man, listen, Rich. This is what's crazy. Terrence, you better believe it. But if they really studied Jesus, if they was really followers of Jesus, who was Jesus battling with? Wasn't he battling with the powers that be and where he was at?
And that's the same way we doing now.
No, you ain't got none of them Christians doing none of that. You got them Christians go run right up in there and go vote and get the same thing they get.
The ones that's standing up is getting silenced and attacked. I'm like I said before, I'm not finna put every preacher in that bad category. It's some good ones out there, but they're not getting the support and all that. But it's some good it's some good ones out there. It ain't a lot. The day when you could go to a pastor like Pastor Rob with a nonprofit ideal, and at the best he would want to be on your board or administration is gone, because nowadays if you go to a pastor, it's got to be what he's getting out of that. And then I'm talking about most of the pastors that people are going to. I'm not talking about the good pastor that they go to, that they're not going to because they know he ain't got the connection to get nothing done for them.
This is what Jaleel just said. He said so many so-called woke black people fight against our rise when it's not approved by our open enemy, Caucasians, high play. Jaleel, I'm all the way with you with that.
Damn, Jaleel, that's the way that Jaleel, you losing a little bit more words in them, but you kind of quick killing too. For Jaleel, that's kind of quick here because Jaleel hit you with 1,000 words.
Oh no, Terrence, you know what? I'm gonna come over there. I see you doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come over. I want to come on your buck. I'm not from the buck. I'm from Flint, but I got family out there. I believe just coming on different platforms. You know what? I know you full uncensored, brothers.
I'm coming, Terrence. Yeah, I'm coming because I know people from Beechwood that the mood in Flint. I'll be there.
No, but I'm saying, but it should be networking because look how one thing, because this is the craziest thing, man. It seems like, and I be baffled when I see some of the people that'll go and act like Channel 12 ain't did nothing wrong. Like they don't have racial things. They like how they put a black person business out there compared to how they do a white story.
What? Oh man, I gotta be quiet, Mick. No, we gotta change the subject. Whew.
No, I
Gotta
ain't
change
changing
the
shit. Don't get scared now. They're gonna talk about us anyway. Shawty Shar said Pastor Rob and Pastor Rogers must have really been some movers and shakers here in this town because
Hey, they
I
shut
even
it down.
heard.
Shut it down. Shut it down. They shut it down. They shut it
No,
down.
listen, I
When I
like
was
this.
born in 1967, they was shutting it down. That was the beginning of the attack of, because you gotta remember, I'm right now in Martin Luther King. I'm the age of Martin Luther King kids. My kids are the grandkids of Martin Luther King, and my kids are the ones that are like are the ones that age like 20 to 30
They most
that
definitely
are
will.
out
You can blame
here
it on that.
getting doing all of this crazy stuff. And my great grandkids are these young kids that are now are in these schools. And so you got to look at
Rich, hold up, Rich,
you got to
Rich.
look at how they're messing our mindsets up and stopping us from falling in the path of being the next Martin Luther King. Just imagine, you got to remember how many people got locked up in the 80s that was young teenagers that got out of jail when they was in their 40s and
But
50s.
Rich, you did that. Who did that? Lock him up. Who took the father out the
Your boy,
household?
your president, your
Nah,
president, your court, your
he
court,
needed he needed other votes. He was
and his counterpart, the Clinton.
he needed, but what you do, you had these same people that run up under them. Tell you they ain't did no wrong because they don't see racism, man. Do you know Martin Luther King what he'd do if he came back, man, and see some of them? He'd
Just,
probably, you know what Martin Luther King would probably say? He'd disassociate himself from them.
just imagine
That's
if
why, Rich.
10%.
No, hold up, Rich. That's why I be frustrated when you be, man. Ain't none of them people coming, man. You got look how they trying to suppress the nation. These fools is so
Look how they
crazy.
suppress me.
Yeah, but you know why, Rich? You know why they gonna do it, man. All you gotta go do, look, they don't want to see blacks make it, man. I ain't
They
gonna keep
suppress the heck
sugarcoating.
out of me.
We
They
got our
have
own
meetings.
people.
They have meetings about me and don't even invite me to them.
But Rich, we got our own people who go sell us out. Cause you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna get up in them little spots. They feel they're gonna get that little 100. You know they're gonna get this. How much the mayor pay? How much did the mayor pay? How much city council pay? They get in them seats.
Man, I was,
No,
man, look,
listen. Check this out,
I was
Rich.
gonna look like a fool asking for them to make 90 to 100 a year.
No,
They don't
I know
deserve
it.
90 to 100.
I know.
They don't deserve to go full time. Not this group.
Terrence said MLK turning over in his grave. Man, MLK ain't just turning over in his grave, man. MLK probably because this is what they forgetting. This was my brother Jaleel. When they said Jesus was coming back, then they say he was coming back with a sword this time. You ain't gonna, but see, you ain't gonna have the people ain't gonna tell the truth on what's going. That's what I'm saying, Rick, because they can't see racism in this whole thing and in this design of Flint. No, they ain't gonna. You know what? You right. This system because they can't see racism tied up into this. You're not. If you think if you gonna get in this, man, listen. Flint blacks did better. It might be wrong. I believe in this. We got to break away and retrain our kids ourselves. Too many well-educated black, especially Dr. Liddell Lewis. She used to have a school somewhere up in Flint where she can teach people.
Man,
No,
I
but
can't wait.
hold up, Rich.
I
This
hope
ain't no
one of these
Rich.
branches is something that she's working on at the school or something.
Rich. This
Because
ain't.
I'm so tired of the great things she's supposed to
Hold
be
up,
doing and
Rich.
she ain't done
Hold
nothing
up,
yet.
Rich. No, Rich. This ain't no shot. That's just like Brother Jaleel them and Brother D. How they got that thing, man? Don't you know parents should be wanting to send their kids over there to man up? You know what I'm saying? They should be. I'm saying the blacks. We can't keep going by. We done tried it how they wanted us to do it. We done tried it their way. Let's try it our own way now. We know what we need. Why, you know what I'm saying? Like Jaleel, if we got to keep going back and ask for the white man, let's try it ourselves. The nation did it. They got their own school. Well, we scared to go out there and follow their path. Maybe if you sit down, why a coalition of black thinkers from here couldn't go down to Chicago, make Jalil get them down there and ask them how they did their school. How can we set one up here? Because we ain't got no thinkers like that in Flint. That'll go ahead. Maybe Flint will be the new model, how it was when my set up the school system, but where your thinkers at like that? Like we ain't hear, oh, how Mott set this up. You know what I'm saying? How Charles Stewart Mott, when he set up Flint, how he did, because he had a plan, but how to make you users coming from one plantation to another one. How can I make you to be able to work my machines and work in my factory? So I will educate you how to come in here and work. But we ain't got no blacks. Where's our thought leader in Flint? Our coalition that can get together like the Black Panther Party did it. If you don't want, what about how the Black Panthers, how Hugh B. Newton them got it going? Where's our thinkers and thought makers that like that can be like, okay, let's do this.
Right here on this podcast, me and you. We try to talk about them learning centers. We're talking about bringing those learning centers here right here on this podcast. Go and keep it real, Mick. Go and keep it real, Mick. Get it off your chest.
No, I'm just
get off your chest.
But we ain't. But what
right
we
here.
do, we'll have
right
our own,
here. You and me.
But we'll have our own fighting the hell out of us, Rich. You already see.
They already fighting. I'm ready for the fight. Put them up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But
Jalil better be on our side.
No, but I'm just saying, why ain't nobody winning supported that? We got blacks to go against because you know why? Like I was listening today.
Because it's me and you. Just keep it real. It's the messenger. They rather concentrate on hating the messenger instead of doing what's best for the city, for the nation, for the state, for anybody, because it's all personal. It's all agenda set. That's the problem.
No, Becky, but that's what I'm saying.
Why do you think the city of Flint just spent $16 million on blight instead of $16 million stabilizing their water fund?
They not gonna fix it up for us. That's what don't really want to be told. Becky Brown, I know what
that's
Becky
all
said.
They do.
Hold on, this is what Becky said.
Becky said,
Becky said, make sure you are teaching accurate history and not emotional history. Becky, I just don't want to keep getting told their history. That's what I'm sick of.
I'm talking about future.
I'm talking about how what was it? George Washington, ain't that the first president? Chopped down a cherry tree and never told a lie. Come on, man. We got to stop this. I'm so sick of that history about, man, we down there. I want to know how many were slave masters. I'm going to get with Brother Roberts. I know he's going to do that show on Saturday.
Oh, my God.
Tune in Saturday morning because Brother Roberts in Chicago.
Saturday is the first.
You better believe it. The first Sunday.
Saturday is the first. I gotta get me a campaign. Anybody running for office want to come on Flint Voices this Saturday? Let Mick know. Anybody running for office?
Terrence, I'm watching it too, but I'm not. I don't want to be distracted by sport and play right now because that's what's going crazy. They have us. They be having us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best, but I'm just saying. How can people? The truth is truth. Whether it comes from a homeless person or who may be intoxicated or professional of one of the so-called prestigious schools. No, but I'm saying true history.
And no matter what they wear,
I want the true history. Like how they said the Earth is called what it's called Earth. What about Asia and Asia Minor? Like when they hear the Asiatic black man, you got black people. When I be talking junk out here. You're not Asiatic. I'm like, damn, they don't really know what's going on. They don't
call me ignorant. Call me ignorant. Tell me to go get more facts. I'm like, why y'all telling me to go get more facts? Y'all go get more facts, proving what I just said was wrong. What's wrong with y'all? How y'all gonna try to contradict me without contradicting me? By calling me ignorant and all this other stuff.
What you mean by it's not a true state? What I'm saying, Becky, I'm just saying. I'm not knocking it, but I'm saying for the kids, how they got the kids in these schools, if they can't write in cursive, if they study taking this all away from them. Becky, I'm just saying, why are we steady going to these people? Damn, he went number one. Trayvon. Oh, my bad. I'm looking at the draft.
And you don't want to talk about sports.
Hey, man, I'm trying to.
Get off your chest, man.
That's because Chris Caleb and Terrence then took me off. I'm easy to be distracted. I didn't think that brother was gonna go #1, but that's what it do. I thought Detroit was gonna get him. My
I
bad.
love
You know,
y'all,
I
but I'm
gotta
gonna
look
get
at
y'all.
Detroit. No, I'm just saying, Rich. It's just like when they can't see racism. That's all I'm just talking about. When you look at it from our school system to the city government, just Flint, period. If they can't see racism in this, look what's going down in Ben
Hey,
Harbor.
watch.
Another black.
Hey, Mick.
What's going down
Watch
in Ben Harbor? Another black city.
racism. But watch this. Watch how silent they get. Watch this one. This is what I'm finna say. If I'm elected to this 70th district state rep, guess what I'm gonna fight for?
What?
I'm gonna forgive that debt that our Flint public schools owe to the state. Why? You got all of these school board elections and all this other stuff. Y'all ain't scared to talk. Y'all scared to talk about the real subject. That's really. And then, I'm asking because, I don't go to the school board meeting, but I'm aware of this debt. So I'm asking them about, that I got the best I got was and I forgot the final amount, but it's a certain amount of money that the Flint public schools pay back to the state every year. I
But
forgot what that amount was, but whatever that amount is, I'm writing legislation. Go on and forgive them.
brother Jalil, I gotta get with you on this, man, because I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't lose mine. I need the fall of America again. I need the message to the black man, and I need Our Savior Has Arrived. Because them the books I'm reading right now.
Now, what's the order that need to be read? Can we get a book reading club going or something with that? Because if y'all read them, I'll come read with y'all. But
Right
otherwise than
now,
that, everybody ain't book readers.
no, I'm saying for the black man. What I'm saying for us, me, you, Terrence, and Chris. I'm not saying whoever. Black. I will ask the women to read it, but they'll get mad at you. But I'm just
They're the
saying.
one raising the boys.
Yeah, but we
Y'all
need to be
raising
there
the
raising
boys.
them too.
Y'all stuck with the boys.
But
Or y'all stuck with the girls because the boys gone.
And then when we get that, then we need to get, what's my man name? I can't think. Godly, he was on the Breakfast Club. What's the brother name? He economist. He wrote a book, Black Wealth. I can't think of this brother name, and I know Becky Brown. No, I always check out Becky Brown. I've been checking out Dr. Maya when she was on Sinetta TV. No, Becky Brown, Becky Brown. I look at all of it, even though I do follow more
But
closely with the NOI.
But some subjects and some things can be misinformation, no matter how or who you go to receive it.
The Lions
But
picks is in. Let me see who the Lions grab.
but
I'm about to
stay
cut
on
it off.
subject, Mick. Keep it in your chest. But
Yeah.
But what we got is
Claude Anderson. That's why Dr. Claude Anderson. That's exactly right. Good looking, brother. Chris Caleb know what I'm talking about. Dr. Claude Anderson. Yeah, we got good scholars. But like I say, I'm just more, I believe the brother should get message to the black man to fall. Oh, they went and got Aiden Hutchinson. I'm finna cut this off. But
so when are y'all gonna summarize these 3 books, and let's just do something and make sure we get it in every young black man hand that we can. That's summary, because a lot of people need summary. They don't need to read the whole thing. Just get them points made, chop it up like the Bible, grab your verses and stuff, your little phrases and stuff out the Bible, chop it up, and let's get this out to these young men. Let's also talk about the Willie Lynch syndrome. I mean, and let me tell you something else that needs to be done that I can't do. It's a little thing called who's on your ballot, because all of our redistricting lines have been, and I think that's another form of racism too that we need to talk about. That redistricting that just took place.
Man, no, but they don't see it.
We don't.
Blacks.
That's hope.
We got blacks.
That's hope. We don't see it on I think in November the 8th. That's when the general election is for these new state rep seats.
Oh yeah,
where they took away the 34th district.
Hey, brother Jaleel, can you give me? I need them books. Not to cut you off, Rich, because Jaleel came in. He said how you should read them. He said message to the black man should be the
Uh,
first. Then our Savior has arrived. Then he said, followed by how to eat. That's what I'm saying. Jaleel, that right there, our people got to be taught how to eat to live and not live to eat. Look at all
so
these
that's
damn, look at all
so
these
that's the
damn
order Jaleel is
diseases we
teaching.
got.
That's
We
the
leading
order
at high
Jaleel is
blood
teaching.
pressure. We leading because we eating pork chops, but we got people that say, no, you can eat pork. Man, I'll be arguing with my cousin when they tell me our grandparents lived off pork. Just because they did it don't mean I'm going to do it. They didn't know no better. They
Just
were
because
still in
you
the
don't die
survival
instantly
mode.
don't mean it is good for you. I'm just gonna keep
Right.
it real. I mean, hell, smoking ain't good for people, but they don't smoke and they ain't die. But eventually, it will toll on you. Eventually, if you can keep eating the wrong thing, it will toll on you. Eventually, if you keep
Hold
playing
up, Rich.
basketball and not exercising, it will toll on you.
Hey, but Becky Brown said she should stop, Rich. The Willie Lynch letter is not an accurate letter. Jaleel, let me ask you:
But it's
is the
the
Willie
actual
Lynch letter
syndrome of
accurate
how the
letter?
black people keep stepping on each other, Becky. That is the point that is making of how, for generation after generation, we have been pitting and fighting. Well, who's shooting? We shooting each other now. We fighting each other as politicians. We fighting each other as activists. We have activists fighting each other, and we have pastors talking about each other.
Man, you got right. They can't. You got Christians don't even believe. A lot of them wrestling about the truth of the Bible. You got the 7-day Adventists.
And then we got fights everywhere.
Right. Man, listen. I'm like this, and this I'm looking at it because we can't. Because once again, we can't wrap racism on what's going on like this right here. We got some who said, we got Becky say the Willie Lynch letter is not accurate. That's why I'm asking Jaleel. Jaleel, is the Willie Lynch letter accurate? Because I've read it.
If it ain't actual,
It
hell,
was
we
damn
living
near
it.
close to it.
We living it.
So it is. It's damn near close to
That's
it.
the
We
same
can't see
thing.
it.
That's the same thing
But
when I put up that chart about the grades of the Flint public schools. If it
not,
wasn't accurate, damn sure look accurate.
but look at this, Becky. Then we'll go with this. If you saying that, hold up, but it said the Willie Lynch writings are true words. However, the form it was placed in came after his death. The information in the letter is factual and it is happening today. Thank you. That's all we were saying. And that's what we're going back to once again. See how we can disagree, even if you saying what's going on, what's in the letter, is it true? Is it a true statement or not what's going on in the letter?
And that shouldn't be the subject. The subject should be the fact that we are against each other in all categories. No matter what the category it is, black is attacking black. Black is the crap. I mean, for real. You got friends that just because they are your friends, hell, he can't win this election. That's my boy. But I ain't voting for him. Why you ain't voting for him? That's my boy. I
No,
don't
the
know.
Bible is
You
not.
know what I'm
The
saying?
Rich
You
Chris
know what
Caleb
I'm
just said
saying?
no. The Bible is not totally true. Yeah, it got some things in there that they don't want. That's what I'm saying. We as a people, man, we fall for the okie doke. But this is the thing. Because we don't want to tell the truth. We get don't get me wrong. I got people that's white that I'm cool with. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not saying, but what I do know, the way it is being taught is not truthful. How they did it, but we getting taught by our own oppressors. We don't be see. They keep telling us our time gonna come. Just wait. How long do we supposed to wait? How many of us got what it got to be when my kids become they become grandfathers? That we're gonna still be doing this? There's no way that these people just look what happened at Hurley, man. That they act like they can't see racism. I'm not listening, man. This. I'm just saying the city council. My biggest
Dollar
gripe was
signs,
because
man. Dollar signs. They can't see dollar signs. Those with money will be held down. Will hold down those without money. Dollar
Chris, I
signs,
know the
man.
theologian schools is lying, but if they lying on that, what else is they lying about? They just ain't lying on religion. They lying on everything. Just look at the school system. This is caught up. If you can't see racism, that's my whole thing. I'm just with counsel. They act like they can't see racism on things that's being did. And I'm going to say it again. They act like.
Can I answer Becky Brown right quick?
Go ahead. This your
Becky
thing, man.
Brown. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm running. I pick one person. I really picked two people, but I just can't talk about who the second person is that's going with me. But one of those persons that I picked with me is a young lady out of Detroit named Joanna Underwood, and she specializes in research, and she specializes in writing legislation and stuff up. And she's an activist in Detroit, which is also a part of Michigan, and she's from a attack neighborhood in Detroit also. So what you just said, as far as the Constitution, we are looking at ways of going in there and making an amendment and changing. I'll definitely plan on hitting the ground and making changes. That's the reason why I'm not dropping out of this race. That's the reason why I'm demanding that we have some forums, because every candidate and everybody that's making a choice, matter of fact, even if they ain't voting, even if they don't live in our district, even if they ain't voting, it don't matter. If they live in this district, if they live in the city of Flint, if they live in Michigan, they need to hear what I have to say. And no matter who win these races, it needs to be put on their mind. Just like the last race that I ran for, it didn't matter whether or not I ran the race, but the fact of the matter of it is, you got people that would rather spend $16 million on blight, which they already done probably blew $16 million, and our city look like they ain't picked up a piece of trash. But they would rather spend $16 million of Harper funds that, once again, a long time ago I said the instructions for the Harper funds are just like the Bible. Go in whatever you want to do. They done went in there and they done found a way to take $16 million and put it towards blight. Now, if they can do that, I know good and well they can go in there and find a way to take $21 million. Really, I say 22. Eric said it was 21 to patch it up. 21 just sounds like a bad number. So I said 22. Take $22 million and fix your water fund.
Rich, this is what you got to understand. Your propaganda is not good as theirs. And I'm going to tell you why. They got people convinced that, I heard a councilwoman say, I pay my water bill. These people are paying for poison water. When you got a person, and they just like that one council person, but when they tell you we paying, they got you tricked in that you're going to pay for this water and it's still poison.
Wait a minute. What the heck is Becky Brown saying? What does she mean by that?
She ain't probably talking to you, brother. She probably
No, she said the solution for you is to focus on where you live. I'm just saying.
Don't you stay in Flint, Rich?
I'm just asking. Oh, they need to come up with an IJA emoji or something.
I'm just saying. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out where she comes from.
She might be talking to Chris, man.
Okay.
Let's quit trying to get in.
No, I'm just because Arthur Woodson, and I can't wait till November the 8th, November the 9th. But Arthur Woodson, he made some little slick comments and stuff.
Bro, I ain't
gonna go Eric Mays. I ain't gonna go Eric Mays or Quincy Murphy on them. But I ain't gonna let them slide.
Brother, I'm going back to this racism talk.
Now let's get back on the racism talk.
Yeah, you going all over, brother. But this what I'm saying, Rich. If you can't see racism, they can't see how racism tied up into this. Because I was disturbed when Quincy, what Brother Roberts was saying, Quincy, because he don't know it. When Brother Roberts is sat down, some things I do know, some things I don't. Because I do like to read up on history. I like to go back and watch and go study things like I was talking about Brownsville and Chicago, where the number game started at the policy. But they had built up their own section. But what it did, it got took. But see, we don't talk about, we ain't gonna tell the truth when blacks have started things and every time it seemed like the whites tear it down. And they got an excuse. Rosewood. It was other places that they didn't took down, but we ain't gonna have blacks to say nothing. We'll sit up here and say, oh, we doing no. Get the schools in I feel like the council people should be fighting for schools in their neighborhood. Jaleel, let me read Jaleel. Gain knowledge of self, which will give us a true knowledge of God, which in turn will make us love self and those who look like us, which will reduce crimes we commit against each other. Let me deal with that first one. That's why I say, Jaleel, we need that. Our history taught to us. We wouldn't taught to love each other. We would, man, if you go back and look, that movie Color Purple, and I might want to put it on here one day. To put it on here when the brother minister was breaking down the Color Purple, when he did it so eloquently when he was saying why breaking it down, why you see a lot of men how they make babies and leave. What was the man used on the plantation as a buck, a stud? See, they don't want to talk about all the bad things that was there for racism that's leading us to where we at right now. They ain't gonna say that. They ain't gonna say how the woman
they want the rewind
and how how they were showing how the blacks was getting split in half. Man, I have some books, Brother Jaleel. I need the message to the black man. Savior has arrived in the fall of America. Let me go say unite. We ain't gonna unite because we got black stores here. We don't know how to go do business with them, but we'll go over here down to. Listen, man. It could be one black store. We ain't gonna go spend money with our own. It's just something about that we can't see. We'd rather go do business with everybody else but our own. That unite our dollars and purchase land. We're not gonna want to do it. Open our own schools and hospitals. These blacks don't know how to do that now. They ain't like them. I think the blacks now are
man. And wait a minute. This is the question: if we open up a black hospital, how many people would go to a white hospital instead of and drive out their neighborhood to get to that white hospital?
Shit ain't gonna go.
That's so sad. Our mentality got to change. Just like I can break it all the way down to Close My Eye, which is doing okay, from what I see is doing pretty good. But they should be doing great. They should be doing great. As much hair these black women out here buying and stuff, they should be doing great.
I just want them called out. I'm sick of them woke people. I'm sick of it. I'm telling you, I'm about right now, man. God damn it, I'm gonna just keep it real, man. I'm sick of this fake council shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sick of this shit. People condoning bullshit because they feel like they can stop one person, man. I'm so sick of that shit. It's crazy, man. But they think. Shatara, they ain't putting no work in. You got these niggas that sell out. Excuse my French. One of these people come in, tell them they give them some money, they'll forget being you. That's why I keep going back when they say, Jesus, I want to be like Jesus' disciple. Man, them jokers turned on Jesus like it wasn't shit when it came down. That's how you know they not really reading the Bible. They just going by hearsay. They just want to hear, oh, you going to heaven. You going here when you die.
Read Sade.
They said there's so much we can have in here in this town, but its wicked spirit is here that don't want to see progress. And it's a shame. They have Afrocentric School there in Atlanta, and Chicago has a black museum. I visited called the Duzable Museum. Duzable.
Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest. Read that again.
Brother, I didn't read it. Now, God dang it.
Man, let him know. My boy got it off his chest, man. That's what this is all about. Get it off your chest.
Rich, let me read it, brother. I got to talk over you. It said there was so much we can have in this town, but it's a wicked spirit here that don't want to see progress, and it's a shame. They have Afrocentric schools. They're in Atlanta and Chicago and has a black museum. I have visited called the Deuceable Museum. Shardy Shaw. That's because you got some weak ass council people ain't gonna want to do nothing like that, man. You man. Don't listen, man. All these pro black people, I ain't man. Listen, man. I'm trying to tell you, brother. That's why council. I don't even know why going down there, man. I'm telling you, I'm still stuck off on. You gotta listen, man. Dude, that in that lawyer. I was so happy when Eric said that we're going with the
He
car.
getting fired. The CFO getting fired.
Man, dude.
They're getting fired. Nearly got to let them go. Let them go, Nearly. You got do it now, Nearly. He might wait a couple of weeks, maybe a month, but they gone. Them guys gone. They're fried.
Who did the Giants? Man, I can't take it, man. I've been sitting up here trying to be acting like that. Man, the NAACP, Chris, you don't even want me to talk about them right now. Listen, man, and it's just gonna be honest. Any organization.
Chris just can ask Becky Brown to answer that question from Chris Caleb. I don't want to deal with that.
Well, I don't want to talk about it. I can tell you why I don't want to talk about it. Anytime you can see an organization, and it's just the truth, that when you see white people bagging it, that ain't really no hellified organization.
Man, but Chris meant the Flint NAACP. Chris put Flint behind it.
I'm talking about the whole NAACP, the national chapter. These little
Negroes always asking Caucasians permission.
And I agree with you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Them ain't nothing but some boule blacks. And just go look who started. This is what I got for Becky Brown. Becky Brown, who sabotaged Marcus Garvey? We're gonna bring these blacks out right here though. I hope it wasn't W.E.B. Du Bois. I hope he wasn't one of them. Because if we gonna talk, let's keep it real. We're gonna see why blacks keep being held back. And this old talented Tim thing. That's like, boy, I'll tell you, how
many more minutes we gonna be live?
We can do 5 more minutes, Rich. We're taking.
All right, I'm just asking because I'm gonna drive off to it again. I'm gonna be in a restaurant parking lot when we.
I'm just saying, who jammed this up? See, because we don't want to do real history. We don't want to set up what really was sold us out. And I got number mad respect for Becky Brown. But I'm just saying, if you can agree with this madness that's going on, even with, like I'm saying, man, with the school board situation, the kids not writing in cursive, why they want our babies to be dumbed down?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, the Shoddy City in this position is with them 6 votes. Then when you let the state take
5 and 6, depends on what has going on.
The Giants got Kevon Thibodeau, man. The Lions should have got him. I'm just so hurt, man, about the whole thing, brother. I'm just so hurt that we sitting up here and we got people just happy to be in that. Because sometimes people don't even know they getting played a fool. You would think them people got you in that seat, you really doing this and you selling Flint out. I'm telling you, this like people want to go down there. The next time I hear, so I'm gonna get up there and talk. When they go presidential, I'm gonna explain to me what is presidential. Because I'm gonna go down and show them what people in power, what they've been doing, because they so presidential. I'm gonna show you that the people in power.
That's why we gotta build that. We gotta build that. Flint Voices, first and third Saturday up. That way we can go and take them down there to those council meetings on the second and all fourth Mondays of the month. We got to go ahead. We got to just go ahead and get. That's what the whole. And think about all of the roadblocks that they threw into that. And I'm reaching out through this phone right now to hug you, Mick. I really appreciate you because you helped Flint Voices continue when they was really trying to suppress it. From day one. Thank you.
Brother, this is what Jaleel said. He said Flint has W.E.B. Du Bois, Negroes, and Booker T. Washington Warriors. He ain't lying, but you know what, Jaleel? They should. But that's what. When I see the white man give us these our heroes, I'll be like, damn, what he sell out for? Because Jesus, you gonna if you following in the steps of Jesus, you're gonna be battling with the powers that be. People forget what Jesus went up in the church, what he went and did. They all Jesus come back, he gonna take some of y'all out. Might take all you out. But I'm
Man,
gonna go down.
what about the Bible when Moses came off of the mountain with the 10 Commandments and then said, "Go kill them all"? That's why out of all of the commandments, the only one I follow is do unto others as you would expect others to do unto you. Because all the man when he came down there and said, "Thou shalt not kill," and then he said, "Kill everything," and then he got mad because they didn't kill the kids. It's a wrap.
No, this how you know
It's a
these
wrap.
people. This how you know the people is crazy, Rich. They want to keep saying, we to follow. If y'all really to follow Moses, if you notice, he killed off the elders and didn't take. If you want to go look with the young, I don't have the right. I don't have the right age where Moses them took off. But that's how you know these people is crazy, thinking you gonna get in. Rich been banned on talk show with me because we caught all they wrong. That host was supporting. Brother, you ain't, you know what, Jaleel, right. But check this out, Jaleel. I'm going to be honest with you with this. This my thing with this right here, Jaleel. These people they need to be told the truth. Our elders. I'm up in there, Rich, we up in there. We ain't going to get this. If we were going by that, we ain't getting to see the hereafter with this thinking. God ain't finna take these weak Negroes up in there. These same people want to hold us in place, Rich.
Yep.
Getting up there. And then when they say they believe in God, man, I swear to God, I be wanting to damn near fall out. You believe in God, but the way you voting is telling me you don't believe in God. They believe in God. Go and get your final partner shot, Rich. I might have got us in trouble tonight. We talked about they don't see racism in Flint. They can't see racism.
What's the day? Thursday?
Yep, the 28th.
So what's popping tomorrow? What time was popping coming on? Who gonna be that guest?
I don't know who Shatara right now. I did want to. I'll tell you offline who was supposed to come on, but I don't think he's gonna make it.
Hello.
I was gonna tell you, but I don't know. People might don't want to come on. Just remember that it said Joshua made it to the promised land. The elders were left in the wilderness to die because they couldn't.
I'll be there.
I couldn't, I couldn't. No, Rich, these would have been a lot of elders. But Rich, Jaleel, this is the one I want to go to, but I ain't gonna go to it because this might blow over a lot of people's mind. I want to go back to when the moon was separated from the earth. What made that person so mad to do that? Because I can see what would make a person so mad to do that, Jaleel, because I'm looking at these people. I'll be wanting to say, damn, blow this thing up, man, because they ain't gonna change.
How much?
And I know I'm wrong for thinking like that, Jaleel, man, but I'm telling you, some days I'll be wanting to say they need to blow this whole motherfucker up because these people ain't gonna change. Chris, I don't want to die for these sellout Negroes. You get up on here and you lose your life, and these Negroes will be steady running over there voting. I don't want to get mines up for them. I'm gonna tell you. These some sellout Negroes. They act like they sitting up there. Man, I'm telling you, if I hear one more person, then when they say act like this, I'm gonna be like, well, I'm gonna run it down when you telling people act like that. I'm gonna tell you, Jaleel, I'm not gonna do that, but I gave you a hint of where my head at, because I do be feeling like that. These brothers is terrible, Jaleel. These churches is out here. I don't know what the church. Jesus would be mad if he came back. And then did Jesus say he was a Christian man? I gotta find that out. He did.
I think so. Hold on, man. Don't get me to talking. I don't know. I done went to church and all that, but I done already explained myself. I just do unto others. Do unto others that you would expect others to do unto you. Because like I said, they lost me when Moses came off the battle off that mountain and said, "Thou shalt not kill," and then said, "Go kill them all." Hey, and then another part of the Bible I remember is, and that's the reason why people may attack me. But he said men would dress like women and women would dress like men. And then
In the last
when that time
days.
came, we coming towards the end of the world. And then you gotta think about all those leaders that Barack killed. But what is the end? You know what I'm saying?
They power structure, them holding shit. But
You know what I'm
you
saying?
see it already going
Yeah.
down. I know he did. Sister Shatara, because Jaleel put it, I know he did. I just, because I hear these Christians and they be acting like they can go back there and see it. They keep thinking the Bible is talking about 2,000 years ago. Man, the Bible talking about what's going on right now. I know he
Already,
did.
man. Whenever
We
y'all
finna
come.
end this. Rich, go and give your what's in that,
No,
my
man, I'm
brother.
good. They ain't even
Oh,
waiting over the. Hey, I need that AP special, okay?
oh, Rich up there. You see, he going right to the man. When we is that a black
Yeah, yeah. However,
establishment?
the 849.
That's what we
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. I'm on here with a brother that got a little Marcus Garvey in him. I mean, not no Marcus Garvey. Rich got some W.E.D. Du Bois in there. We just talked about you go spend your money with black people.
Hey, this my boy Jackie King. This is his restaurant. He always support me. He was the first one to come on Flint Voices,
Oh, well, we
so
got to
we
support.
kind of
Yeah,
good.
so
Yeah,
we
he was the
good
first
then.
one to come on Flint Voices.
That's what's up.
He
That's
was the
what's
one
up.
that want to get instrumental with me to help other black people get real restaurants and get away from these
That's what's up. I had to take that back.
these other
I
things that we
messed up.
have. See, Mick, that's what I said. When I said people blocking and hurt and call themselves hurting me, they're hurting the city of Flint. You got to remember when they stopped that first Flint Voices, this was gonna be the one that was on screen with me.
Mm-hmm.
The Flint Voices went from having a hell of a takeoff to, oh my God, these people, what's going on? And then think about it. Some of these people that were supposed to be on the first shows ain't made it on yet, and we've been doing them since November. The first Saturday of November, we've been doing it.
Well, we can't, Rich. I can't speak on that one because that ain't racist.
I'm speaking on it. I'm
Yeah,
getting it off my
but I'm
chest,
just saying,
but I'm
get it
leaving
off.
some hairs.
Yeah, get it off.
I'm not pulling all
And
the hairs off because I didn't say no names.
no, you go
I
ahead
didn't say no
no,
names.
okay, good. Because what I'm saying, I'm going back to where they would. Because they said they didn't see racism, and I get sick of hearing that when they say they can't see racism. This whole water debacle was racism.
They
And they act like that,
they ignore it. They ignore it, Mick. They
but they
just
can't
ignore
see
it.
it. Because they ain't gonna let you get in there. They don't want you to help you do something. They ain't gonna let nobody get in there that's really doing something. What you gonna get in there is some Negroes that's gonna go along with the master plan.
And
And
that's who they backing.
then
That's who they backing.
let's
Somebody that
really
they can tell
now
what to
let
do.
Now let's be real. It said research the purpose behind the boule found the bike. No, that's because they Jaleel. I can get off right in that. I read that right there about the enlightenment because they wanted to be better gatekeepers for the white people. They thought the whites was going to accept them because they was educated and they wanted to be still up under how the white system was going on. They did not want to. They didn't. Man, I don't want to talk about them brothers because that was W. Du Bois and they was good, but them was some Negroes, sellouts. What they was. Hot damn sellouts, but they was smart. But they was not for their people. They was only for a handful. This why you see now you got niggas feel because they can go out in Grand Blanc, go out in Swartz Creek, go out in Davidson. Oh, I'll stay out here. I'll stay here. Y'all to look like a damn fool when they really don't want you out there. Let Swartz Creek and Grand Blanc get about 90%. Let it get 60. Let it get down there 50% black, and watch you see a white flight happen there. Why'd you see a white flight happen there? But Jaleel, we got that now with these Negroes. They want to be white. Like Brother Roberts was saying, they want to be white. They don't know how to be. They I guess they didn't know about a Black Wall Street. I guess they didn't know about a Brownsville, Chicago. Brother Roberts gave me a paper. It was about over 100 damn over Instagram. I mean, where they was terrorist attacks on these black communities that they did.
Hey,
That's
Mick,
what I'm gonna call it. What?
Mick, we go. Oh, I gotta crash the party, Mick. We got a special
Wow.
guest on here. Introduce everybody to yourself and tell them about some of this good stuff y'all got on the man. You gotta hold it in the back. Yeah.
Rich.
Hello, this is Tiffany McLean. I work here with the Golden One with Mr. Jackie Walton and several of our other crews. Come on out here and try us. We're right here on the corner of Bishop and North Saginaw. We got a whole list of all of the good things for you. We got catfish, whiting, shrimp. We got legs, thighs, wings, tenders. Got all of the good sides that you like. So come on down and shop with us. Be glad to have you.
All right, thank you very much.
So, Rich, I'm coming to. I don't want
hey,
no
look,
pork,
man, I come in here. Everybody know how loud I talk. I'm louder than Eric Mays. So I come up in here. So they just see me talking. They done took care of all their business and they ain't even waited on me yet. They so nice. They say nothing.
Rich, was she giving us a number 9? Because I charged for that free advertisement she just got on there. So what is
Hey, yeah, hey. They said they need a. We gonna take that up with Jackie. Jackie gonna look out for us. We ain't gonna press you.
Chris, you come right over here with rib tips, brother. We just said our people need to learn how to eat to live.
Hey, y'all got the real. They got the turkey tips. Y'all going with turkey tips, right?
We gotta get our people off the pork and the beef.
No, we don't have any.
They ain't got no turkey tips right now, but I think I'm gonna talk to Mr. Y'all. Now look, if they put turkey tips on the menu, y'all gotta come buy them, man. Why should we put something on the menu and y'all ain't gonna come buy them?
That's what I'm saying, Jaleel. Right there, said Memphis
I said,
was
why
founded
should
by
I
a black
talk to y'all
man
about
named
putting
Charles
stuff on the
Johnson.
menu and they ain't gonna come buy them all?
That's what I'm saying, Jaleel.
So y'all give me a reason to come talk to them about putting turkey tips on the menu, and I'll do it. But I ain't finna try to tell them to specialize in something they gonna get stuck with.
But Jaleel, they want us, and this what I'm saying. Council want to sit up here and all these celebrations. I'm trying to tell you, man, I'm so disgusted with
y'all prove me wrong, and y'all come here and buy some of this chicken from this black company.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Yeah, that's what y'all do. Prove me wrong. Support your own right here on the historic North Saginaw.
And I'm not. And let me put this out here, Rich. I want nobody to be mad. I'm not mad at the whites on council that's doing what they doing because it's a cultural difference. They sticking together to handle what they need to do. They doing their job for their constituents. It's the blacks that's not doing their jobs for their constituents. Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you. You know why they feel lawlessness? Well, you can see. Because I'm gonna be real. From that BS that they pulled with Eric stripping him of his what's the name? If them blacks y'all wasn't so mad at each other, because they don't see the lawlessness they letting the vice president do right now. They don't see the lawlessness because they smiling because they thinking they stopping Eric. They don't see they letting her get away. She just gaining more power. She just not power. She feels she just study testing her power. She testing what she can get away and can't get away with. I've been watching her, but you know what?
I'm gonna see how she act after November the 2nd, because certain council people gonna change a little bit after the general election. A couple of them council people gonna change a little bit.
Oh, but if they did, then you know,
what? But I can say one thing about I can say more about the Hayden Fourth. They on attack mode regardless. They on attack mode.
Man, whoever the new mayor coming in. No, you know what? I ain't gonna say that.
If they don't get this, let's just keep it real. It ain't gonna be no new mayor coming in. Because they don't get this budget right, it's gonna be an emergency manager. It don't matter who being this mayor race, they don't get that budget right. Ain't nobody ruling the country at the city.
They ain't gonna get it right because they letting shit get slid through without even looking.
Hell, they don't want to take my advice and use the ARPA funds to fix the water fund.
But Jaleel, they're not gonna talk about that. Just look at what was that movie that came out with the women, Rich? They sent the people to this to the moon.
Oh,
what was the name of that?
Numbers or something.
Yeah, they want to bring that out. But see, to me, I'm gonna ask Brother Jaleel this. Jaleel, what was the devil's last trick? I'm talking to my Muslim brother now, people.
Man,
so
come on, Mick,
if we trying
see,
to go
that's
off,
what happened, Mick. When you go past the shut-off time, you get us in real trouble. Oh my God,
Rich, we only gonna
man,
do.
Go ahead,
Rich,
man. Go on. Come on,
Rich, we
Jeff.
gonna do 6 minutes. Rich, we got 6 more minutes, and that'll be 2 hours. We got 6 more minutes. I wanted to watch it to go back.
We might be good.
If they do file, if they do file for bankruptcy, Mayor Neely should be recalled, because if you was left with to give us his 1 minute, thank you, brother. Now you know where I'm going at this with this what's the name. So, brother,
that's why I need to fire the CFO.
So, brother,
save his face. Fire the CFO. He the one. Fire the CFO. He couldn't fix that. Fire.
This for Brother Quincy, because Brother Quincy said he didn't understand how that he got an email when they were saying you protecting white women. Oh, you doing this? No. What you were being called out for was, it probably was nasty. They were seeing how you was letting lawlessness go because you had so much hate for Eric. That's just like he knew Eric was right and they was wrong, but his distaste for Eric, he said, I can't vote for it. That lets you know right there. When you can't, you know they wrong and you can't because you mad at him. I can't let him say I did this. Even when he checked Liddell, he didn't check that he checked Liddell Lewis, but he called her out. Wait a minute. We ain't got to do that meeting on that Harper Funds when she's talking about CWAC or C-Block. I might be saying it wrong. When he said, no, we supposed to come report to the council, and Dr. Liddell Lewis gave that. She was passionate about it. We got to do this and that because they want to sit down here and do this. She was passionate about it. But in the end, like, did you really need that? Like, y'all already had the meetings. You had eight meetings. You couldn't call none of them out to the meetings that was the vote that the mayor threw, the vote that the council threw. You couldn't bring that committee that you own. You couldn't bring them to none of them meetings there. Like, see, when you gotta make it, it's like it's a star tactic. When they just said they ain't gonna spend no money, but yet y'all just gave away $16 million to after all these meetings. That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody calling them out on they lying. I'm just gonna say what it is. They've been lying. Just like
that's why they worked so hard to fight this. That's why they worked so hard to suppress Councilman Mays, Mick.
Yeah, because they sitting down there lying.
That's why they worked so hard to suppress Councilman Mays.
And this is my thing, and I'm gonna put it out there. I want to see what the people
because he's doing what you're doing now.
Yeah, but this is my thing. I want to see where the people at if they lose. Say they don't want for re-election. Is they gonna still be in Flint? Because if we talked about the pastors, getting their stuff and leaving, we got to talk about the council people. So if you really, because then it go back to, you really wasn't here.
What about the councilman that came here to Flint to Russell for city council?
That was a great debacle, but who set that up?
Pete. Jaleel, you know anything about that? Jaleel still on there commenting with us?
Jaleel on here because he just answered Chris Caleb.
He know anything about that.
He just answered Chris Caleb question. And that's what I'm saying. That's just like with this Emmett Till. How many of us said, hey, let's go, the woman that killed Emmett Till, they found out, let's go get her locked up. But you can see, but they can't see her, that was long ago, but you can lock Bill Cosby up. That was long ago. You see what a black person mind that? Because I've been seeing white people, they be like, Bill Cosby, I can't stand them. What the fuck, that woman killing Brown? I can't stand her. I can't stand half the goddamn, I can't stand 90% of your presidents, 99, for what they did. But yet, you don't see no people turning heads. They did this. No, they ain't going to do that. But what you'll see them meet up with them. City been poisoned. Y'all go right back to the same people that lied to y'all. Thinking, we Democrat. I mean, Rich, we might get in trouble, but what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? We're telling the truth. Might fuck up what you're running for. But at least being there. Come on.
I lost my job at the end of this campaign. By the time they get done finding me, I'm going to be broke. Are you going to make sure I get a job?
Oh, you hired at 810, baby.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. Get it off your chest. Get it off your chest.
You know, 810 gonna help what we can help. You know, we doing all we can do. But what I'm saying is, but when you get the mind state and you can see this, and I'm willing to bet you would still have Quincy Murphy, old Liddell Lewis, that won't come on here and say Bill Cosby ain't guilty. They won't come on there and say none of that because you know why? They're not gonna want to piss off nobody else. But you hear what we say.
Mick, you gotta help me. Hold on,
don't speak on it now. Don't speak
on
it now because I'm saying it. Don't speak on it because I'm not calling them too out. I'm just saying. But when you see the lawlessness, but see, because he don't want to look at it, ain't nobody just looking at it. They know that letter that they lied about for the ethics and the board accountability. If you look at the ethics, and then you got them, ain't none of them saying nothing because it's against Eric. Ain't none of them. One person did speak up, and I ain't going to put their name out on there. I ain't going to put their name. I'm going to keep it 100 because it was in private. Knowing they did it wrong. At least this person, I say this individual, at least they was real about it. But the rest of them, they act like they ain't did no wrong. They going along with law. It was two people because Jerry Renfrey Carter ain't go for that lawlessness on that. And even Tanya didn't go for it. Let me be real.
Man, hold on. You talking about taking Eric out of his presidency seat?
Yeah, Tanya and what's her name? And Tanya.
Man, they spit some venom. They spit some venom when they had their chance to speak. Tanya got that whole thing started. I feel that if anybody get punished, Tanya deserves the same punishment as all of them because I feel she hit Eric in the back of the head with a brick and then act like she did.
Brother, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to go with this. And you heard what I said. Just because a person might have started, but if you go carry it out, that's on you. If I tell you
and they should get punished too for
I say this. She was smooth enough. Rich, that's what we're going to disagree.
Talk about that letter too. Talk about that letter.
That's what we're going to disagree on that part. She might initiate it, but she didn't carry through with it.
She should get slapped and she should get slapped or something. Something needs to happen to her.
And then Eric brought it out. Who was trying to do it. When you see, that's what I'm saying. The lawyer, just like they was talking about something today, the office, the lawyer about to water out in Beecher getting their funds. The Beecher got to pay some funds. The lawyer was too busy seeing like the lawyer office and counsel was too busy worrying about how to get Eric about his seat, and they wasn't over there trying to negotiate that deal with Beecher. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I was looking at that today. They know how to get in on Eric, but that's what I'm saying. When you see the lawlessness, because they got to remember this. And just like they did Eric, they would do that to y'all too. And that's what they don't see. See, I don't believe Tanya can see in her mind or Liddell Lewis, because Quincy Murphy down there cried when just Jerry Renfrey Carter put that move down to even get him and Eva Worthing kicked out that night. Quincy,
he'll never be able to do it.
Quincy was like, if y'all do this, I'm gonna get y'all back. When they seen that
Quincy Murphy will never be able to be kicked out of a meeting.
No, but what it was because he called him out like, y'all do this to me, because y'all want to get Eric. If y'all do this to me, I'm gonna get y'all back. And they didn't do it, but Jerry Renfrey Carter.
But he shouldn't even did that.
But hold up, Rich. But Jerry Renfrey Carter, she the one put it for Quincy Eva to get through out too. When they was trying to throw Eric out, that's what I said. But Quincy, when he checked up, they didn't want to do it, and that's what I'm saying. You can see this what Jaleel just said. All mature adults must be accountable for their behavior. Jaleel, all of it, they act like Eric. I watched them. I sat down there that Monday when we was down there, Jaleel, and saw a person pleading with them to be fair. I'm just not gonna mention their name. Pleading with them. You know, I don't care. I saw it looking with my own eyes. But these are the people who supposed to be saying this gonna move Flint forward. Because they sitting up here saying you gotta respect the administration.
Let me get logged into some bread too. I'll be out in the car trying to put some juice in my phone.
Then they saying you have to talk nice to the administration when they come up. If they come in unprepared, are you crazy? I'm like, they want to be all loving. They want to be laughing and motherfuckers in Flint getting fucked over. That's what I'm saying. They want to be laughing. They'll probably tell you, "Oh, I don't cuss," but when they at home, they doing all. That's why, man. I'm just telling y'all, these Negroes in Flint, like Jaleel said, ain't nothing but some W.E.B. Du Bois. And what was the other one? I want to get his name right. Like he said, these ain't nothing but some sellout Negroes that want to act like they really doing something. That's all they want to do. They want to act like they doing something. These ain't nothing but some sellout Negro. Oh, that's all they want to be. Damn, what's the other one name, man? W.E.B. Du Bois. I'm going through the comments. Well, and I can't think of the other one name. But anyway, these were nothing but some sellout Negroes. Sellouts. That now they want to sit up here and they keeping it going. I say this. The sellouts that's in power, boy, they keeping this thing going. They keeping this thing going. Won't nobody want to speak on the boule, though. They won't say nothing about that. They act like they won't say nothing.
And they kill the real message. Man, Mick, I just can't get it off my chest, man. I really want to know. I can't wait to find out whether or not they're going to have these forums this year. I really want to see.
Man, the fix is in. I'm going to tell you, they not let, man, do you think they would let some Martin Luther, you think they would let the Martin Luther King, when he said he had integrated his people into a burning house, you think they're going to let the Malcolm X, when he was with Elijah Muhammad, they let them type of thinkers, man, get on city council? Do you really think that, man, they're going to let people like that get on city council? Do you think they would let a Huey Newton with the mind and Booker T, he was a student of Marcus Garvey and went against him? Lord have mercy. That's what I'm saying right there.
History repeats itself. And
that's just like with this. Brother, that's just like this. We sitting up here.
Satara said no.
I hope he wasn't. If he did that, boy, he was cold-blooded. I'm just telling you, man, we in a rough one, Rich. We got these sellout Negroes. They up there smiling and I want to smile. They on there. I did the Judas. Yeah, brother, I'm sitting up here trying to see what's going on, man. I'm lost, brother Rich. I'm telling you. I'm like, I just can't see. I can't believe our people just, like, man, what I want to do, man, you know what I would love to see, man? God can ask them. No, he said WB's win against Booker T. So they fell out with each other, huh? Lord have mercy. That's what I'm saying. The black man is in trouble.
Man, look at our city council. Eric got 5 votes to be city council, and now he only got 1 vote to keep his seat.
But they did it illegally. But that's the thing. They did it illegally.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Before Eric Mays sued the city, and the haters start saying Eric Mays is suing the city. No, Eric Mays is not suing the city. The city council is giving him a campaign contribution because they had no business doing what they did. And on behalf of Eric Mays, I say thank you, because y'all just gave him whatever he asked for because you are guilty. And if the board of ethnic and accountability find you guys guilty, any one of you, whoever they find guilty, need to be snatched out of their seat immediately and their job title. So if the attorney is still our attorney when that decision is made, he got to go.
Yeah, if it come out he was wrong, he needs to lose his job too. Y'all can't keep tolerating.
And they need to threaten Tanya Burns and maybe let her keep her seat. They should threaten. Don't do no more crap like that, Tanya. We coming for you. Keep it real.
But I'll say this before we finna end it. they don't really want the people to get out there and vote, man. Because if the people got out here and vote, them people that's elected wouldn't be elected.
That's why I say they're gonna recall Eric, just to bring the conversation up. Why should we vote for Eric when his ward don't want him? And it's probably like 2 people in his ward that want to recall him.
Dude, did you see
but the image to be out there? Why should we vote for him? That's the same with them taking his presidency. They don't care about how much money he finna sue the city for and how much he finna get awarded. They just want that image out there. He can't keep his presidency. He can't control it. He can't. But I feel like this. Eric Mays will make a good mayor because he can just send good legislation up to the city council. And if people like Quincy Murphy want to make themselves look like a fool trying to contradict some good legislation, the way they make themselves look like a fool trying to take up for some bad legislation, that's on them.
Well, Nia Anderson just said, Rich Jones, if you're running for office, I suggest that you stop trying to defend Eric Mays so tough because I guarantee
ain't defending Eric Mays at all. I'm just telling y'all what's going to happen. It's not a defense. It's the truth.
But see, that's the thing, Rich. That's the thing, Rich.
What I understand is how these people, how people go about doing elections. It's about winning. I mean, real talk. If I was running against Eric Mays, real talk. If I was running against Eric Mays, wouldn't it be helpful for me if he was being recalled while he was running while we was in this race? Just keep it real. Isn't it helpful for his competition that he has been taken from his presidency seat? It ain't no taking up. It's stating what the truth is. See, that's what's wrong with people. They always want to change subject, and I'm not changing the subject. The fact is the fact. They was wrong for moving him for his chair. He's going to win his lawsuit. He's going to be rewarded his money. And it ain't no taking it. Everybody that has something to do with that letter, hell, if it was backwards and they had did even Worthy that way, I feel the same way. Attorney Kim, I like him. I don't have nothing personally against him. But the truth is the truth. If you did something illegal, you gotta go.
Now, what she's saying, Rich, she just saying the propaganda machine. She basically said you have to realize the perception of the public. See, that's because
I'm just explaining to the public what's going on because.
But Rich, but I see what she's saying, but that just lets you know how many people is asleep. Blacks. I ain't saying whites. I'm talking about blacks. Blacks are asleep. It ain't the whites. They know what they doing. It's the blacks that sleep. We just gotta call it what it is.
You just told. I'm reading what she said. You have to realize I'm explaining the perception, and you're telling me I'm taking up for Eric Mays. I'm overboard and all the other whatever you said. You're contradicting your own self. You said that you are doing too much for Eric Mays. You said something, Rich Jones, you're running for office. I suggest that you try. I'm not defending Eric Mays. I'm just making accurate statements. Tanya Burns should not have started this recall conversation. She shouldn't have did it. Point blank. Whatever the Board of Ethnic and Accountability is investigating them for, they shouldn't have done it to be under investigation.
No, hold on.
It don't matter. That's the truth. Is the truth.
Rich, hold on. Let me answer Jaleel before we do this. This is what Jaleel say. And keeping it 100, Councilman Mays' conduct is why he goes through things that appear unfair. Now, Jaleel, we're gonna deal with the appear.
That's an excuse, Jaleel. That's an excuse.
Jaleel, and yes, it is. And I'm gonna tell you why. We done seen Neely sit up here and come up here. These people, Clyde, them can't even answer questions. And y'all just want to sit up there and smile and say, nah, he getting unfair because it's an agenda. Ain't no such thing it appear, but none that's holding him accountable. What about when Quincy throw his tantrum? What about when Eva Worthy hop in and do things and blurt out loud and when you can see, because let's remember this. Well, Allie Holkenroder, Councilman Allie Holkenroder. Remember they was gonna keep it where y'all couldn't say nothing after the bell run get stopped. She was giving leisure to who she wanted to give it to, Jaleel. And that's what me and you disagree at. Just because you might don't agree how Eric do his delivery, you can't say that's fair on how they doing him the things that they trying to do to his delivery. He don't have to be all sugar coated and talking nice. If some of them damn council people really went and looked, and we can go back to the 1800s to the present, how the Senate they be talking to each other. Niggas, black people, the only ones I want to know want to be more perfect than the white person. And so this how you supposed to do it. Jaleel, they doing that because they don't want them tough questions asked. Well, Egg, let's just call it 100. Now you gonna make me go out of my bag because you making excuses on what they doing. The wrong is wrong. And that's just what it is. Just because you don't like what they is, they ain't polling neatly and check on shit. The mayor, when you send me your question and I'll give it back. Ain't nothing ever did like that. I was saying I'm gonna write my question down. Ain't no budget's been did like that before, Jaleel. Ain't none. But that's okay. But because what it is because the people we cool with. And that's all that is. We just calling it what it is. They don't want to tell the truth. They said, let's be real. You all are so biased. It's wrong for Eric, but it's okay for Quincy. Yeah, Quincy be on there doing this, and he know it's wrong, but ain't nobody looked at that. He knew it was wrong because it's this taste he got for Eric. He couldn't vote for it. Jaleel, I'm talking about how they all do things. You ain't looking at that. Allie Holkenroder, the councilwoman, and I'm not trying to mess this up. I sat up there and watched her. Be biased. But see what it is, she got them 5 or 6 votes she can go along with her biasness. Now Tanya not checking her. Quincy ain't checking, Liddell ain't checking her. Let's be real, Jaleel. We're gonna call a spade a spade. They just don't like
talking about?
Eric Mays, because he was just saying Jaleel justifying how they playing the game. But what it is, just like when
I wouldn't do that, Jaleel.
Jaleel, that's we're gonna always be, man. You're not gonna see eye to eye on that. Because when it's wrong, it's wrong. I'm not gonna say nothing.
I agree with Jaleel when he say all 9 of them gonna get recalled. I agree with that.
No, we speaking on Mr. Mays right now, but you ain't keeping it real. Man, you got people, Jaleel, if it wasn't for Art that came up there and told him what about that $10 million, tell me who was gonna ask about that money. Because it wasn't gonna be the second war, wasn't gonna be the third war, wasn't gonna be the fourth war.
Say hi, this enough. Hey, hold on for a minute. Let my cousin come in and say hi for a minute.
What's happening? Y'all talking about Flint voices around here? How's things going on in Flint?
No, it's terrible, brother. How you feel about the leadership in Flint?
How I feel about it? I mean, it's crazy. It's end time stuff. And if you just happen to look at the clouds, there's a demon that floats over Flint every single day. What we need to do is pray that demon off of it, because the enemy is trying to destroy the city, because God has something in store for the city that is unbelievable, and the enemy is scared of it. So pray that demon that floats over the city every day away.
All right, thank you.
And tell me God ain't good, because my cousin just pulled up to go into this restaurant while Mickey Kemper's in overdrive.
He just.
I love the world.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because you might see some of the things we see, you might don't. But it's still early. Rich might change your mind next month. But what I'm saying is, anytime you can still go along with foolishness, and that's what that is, Jaleel. You can't tell me that's not foolishness down there. You can't see the racism, what's going on with the city of Flint. And the council is pushing the agenda with the master plan. Who gonna call it out?
Nobody.
Okay, Jaleel said, in my view, all the council at some point or another do things that fits immoral and no integrity. Don't just speak one side and emotional when all falls short. That's what Jaleel, but that's what I'm saying. But they only see Eric. That's why that's why that administration can come up unprepared and don't have things when it needs to be did, because you know what? Let's Eric behavior. So what Eric just said, you might don't like it. Hold up, Rich, because you're eating, man. Hold on. Let me
I want Jaleel to answer what you talking about now. I want Jaleel to explain and take up for all of them coming up there not prepared. I want Jaleel to answer that. I want to see how can he give us a paragraph on that.
And council be up there smiling like, oh, it's okay, and the water's still not clean. But Jaleel, we not. But you
they don't even know how many employees they got.
That's what I'm saying. Don't know who doing this, but they steady asking for money.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing they know is how much money they want.
No, I'm gonna
they
tell
don't know
you
nothing else. They don't know what they want to use it for. None of that. That CFO fired. Jaleel, how long that CFO gonna be working down there?
I wonder who in the 810 media group typing, because I can't. It ain't saying their name. It's just showing 810. If you know who that is. No, I know they just want to speak on air, because I'm so sick of hearing. Listen, the second ward is just not Cyrus Park. It's bigger than the Cyrus Park. And I'm gonna throw that out there. They want to go. They want to. If you really want to go on that,
Jaleel, how do you feel about their CFO and all those people coming up there not prepared? And how many days do that CFO have left before he's fired?
Oh, good looking, Shatara. I ain't know. I was trying to figure that out. Because no, I'm just saying, I just like when Quincy was asking some tough questions. Because I said it yesterday. Neely ain't going to like that. They didn't have the answers for it. But yet, this Neely administration sending his people down there. Y'all supposed to check his ass. Call him down there. That's just like with him and Tiny over the Raul situation. When he was like, oh, he was Raul didn't show him no. Tiny said, no, he was fired. But then nobody else, they didn't check him on that. When she sat up there and had to, Mayor Neely. Let me say it right. But they didn't see nothing wrong with that. But they don't see that. Oh, Eric, listen, it's $1 million of business going down. This ain't the hunky dory where we all gonna be smiling and saying this and that. That's just like y'all giving people money to do a job that didn't do the job, but you're paying them back again.
Man, it's freaking good.
Well, Jaleel, on that case, that's the same thing with every council person on there. I don't see how when you say that. What about when the black girl came up there from the DDA? Did you see any of them mad because they couldn't get the votes for that?
Hell, did you get mad when they couldn't get them? They gave them damn nails and wood to Jefferson School.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, because them the people we like. So we gonna tend to make excuses for them. And that's what I'm seeing, Jaleel. We want to say give him a pay. Eric ain't the one.
Jaleel sound like one of them people that be talking about Liddell Lewis, talking about she got great plans. That's what Jaleel sound like.
No, it ain't just that. And I hope she watching it. It ain't just that. But y'all want people on here who nice and don't ask the great questions and then don't want them criticized. They want people on here that assign anything.
Y'all want people that
then it's cool.
To hear you. Yep.
That's what I get.
They want to hear. They want to say that Liddell Lewis is a great person because she has great plans, and never say what her great plans are, and never say what great things she did.
And now this wasn't it. Then I'm gonna say this with her. Like she didn't want to show her immaturity, but I seen how people was, God dang it, the Lions, what they did.
Jaleel answered the question about the CFO yet?
Nah. I don't know. Oh, Shatar, I'll send you a link. Yeah, Shatar want to come on. I'm finna bring her on. Oh, shit. Let me stop that. Hold on. Shatar, I'm finna bring you on, because this brother here has been, they want to sit. I don't want to mess it up, Shatar, for you, for certain interviews. I don't want to mess it up, because they know I'm done with them games, that little BS. They want to have these people come on and act like come on spew these lies. I done sent you the link, Shatar. They want to come spew these damn lies. What did Detroit give up to come up to number 12?
I want to know.
They want to spew these lies.
Answer my question about how long that CFO gonna have a job.
What did Detroit give up to move up to number 12? No, I'm just hurt, Rick.
No, let's stop talking about Eric.
Hold up. Jaleel said, hold up, wait a minute. Jaleel said none gets the pass, but I have no emotions about the matter, so I can't speak on May's behavior. That is unbecoming as well as others counseling there.
Jaleel, we're not talking about Eric May, we're talking about the CFO.
But Jaleel, but what I'm saying, they went and got Malik Willis. Man, Detroit done blew the draft.
He's doing the Barbara Moore to him. When Barbara Moore was gonna break out Sarah Brothers, smoke crack and all that.
No, it ain't that. This is what I'm saying.
I want to know how you feel about that CFO. Keep coming up there and his staff are half prepared, coming up in front of city council. I want to see him defend that.
Man, you can't defend it, and it's just the truth. It's undefensible.
But he needs to defend it.
You can't make nobody defend something that's undefensible. If you read what he just put on there, he said,
and he gonna sit up there. If he gonna sit up there,
but this what I'm saying,
and they gonna talk about all this pro-May stuff. No,
hold up, Rich. Jaleel, you mean to tell me Eric May's behavior is better than the vote that's not helping the city, like that garbage contract? So Eric May's behavior was worse than that garbage contract. And I got a couple more voting things I'm gonna bring up, because we saying Eric May's behavior is bad. That's like that $16 million. Hold on, Rich. Hold on.
Man, look, I'm
No, Jaleel, what I'm saying though is, but when a person, I'm trying to see who is worse. You said Eric behavior, or when you make a vote.
Eric behavior against Eric behavior.
No, hold up, Rich. But I'm trying to ask Jaleel this. I'm asking what's worse, Eric behavior, him talking to the administration. Oh, when you vote, that's not helping the people. That's all I want to know.
Jaleel still ain't answering my question, but he want to talk about everything but that CFO.
He did answer.
Jaleel is talking about everything but that CFO.
Man, they would have got the wide receiver that blew his knee out. Man, Lord.
Talk about that CFO.
No, but you needed the votes on Shatara here. You on?
What's Shatara?
I'm right here.
I hear. I don't see her.
You don't see me? I'm on here.
What up?
Can you see me, Mick?
Yeah, I see you loud and clear. I can't believe what out of Detroit just did. Detroit is some suckers.
Listen, so y'all, I've been trying to sit idle and not say too much, but I got a problem with some of this conversation. Not on your end, but some of the comment end. Because I feel just like you, Mickey, you got to call a spade. And I feel like this. If we going to hold Eric Mays accountable, then we got to hold these other people accountable too. Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So my point to that being is, if we going to say, well, Eric Mays be out of line. Yeah, some of these other people be out of line too. Now, here's my point to that. If he gonna go on this tangent or whatever because he feel like he being attacked or whatever, is it right for a person to be petty? Now listen, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and Mick, if I lose it, I lose it. If these people get upset because I'm speaking, if I'm stating a fact, then you be upset. But here's the thing. Eric Mays can say something and he say if you a doctor or whatever and you feel like you got to be excused to go get your diploma to do that, is that really, come on now, we adults. Why we gotta go the petty route? And that's the reason why people don't want to come to counsel. They don't want to listen to it. And then when you say you're doing great things and you saying you're doing things, that's benefiting the people, but then you showing that little petty ass shit like that, people don't want to see that. They don't want to hear that. I'm just saying, you gotta understand where I'm coming from. So
Straight facts.
so my point to that is, that's what you got to do. If you matching energy, why you can't do, like, why you can't rise above that? Why do you have to have a rebuttal? Because here's the thing, Eric Mays can't argue by himself. That's the first motherfucking thing. It take two people to argue.
Right.
He can't argue by himself. So if when this conversation come back to you and then you talking, but then you gotta go at what he's saying instead of the agenda at hand, then Eric Mays got all rights to come back because he can't argue by himself. If you don't even address it, if you let him do what he do and you ignore it, ain't nothing.
Oh, she froze up for a minute.
Okay, you can still see me, Mick.
Yeah, y'all froze up for a second.
I'm trying to take care of some business right quick too. Somebody keep calling me.
Harvey made a choice that directly affected me. No, it's just crazy, man, that they seeing what's going on. I wanted to say the same thing too about that. What do you think that like if you got to stoop down, because Eric wasn't the only one saying she was a doctor. This is my thing. How is that degree? Is that degree? Because remember, what you talking about is you showing how you were able to work in white society. You went to their school, you became a better citizen. That's all it is. That's what that degree is. What is a degree? A piece of paper. They showing you now, Rich, you ain't even got to go to 4 years to go to college to be a teacher. You can go get certificates now. They showing all these people that the game that they've been played, that you got to go do all this to get people now can go ahead.
It's a shame, man. And Jaleel still ain't answering my question. And think about it.
He been answering your question, Rich. You just keep sticking on
Well, he
that.
answered my question about the CFO.
Yeah, you didn't. He just.
What did he say about the CFO?
You gotta go back and read in the comments. That was
read.
Man, I'm not finna go all the way back up there. You got your phone. You run it down. You study saying he don't know when the CFO, how long she gonna be there.
That's what he said. What about
hold on. This is what Anaya Henderson said. She said, I agree with you. It's all about being fair. Quincy Murphy used profanity during the budget hearing tonight, and Dr. Lewis immediately called it point of order. But Judy Priestley did not recognize the point of order, and Quincy just kept on talking. So he wasn't held accountable at all. That's not fair at all. He said CFO stands for Caucasians faking others. That's what Jaleel put down. So is that a better enough answer? But that's what I'm saying. But Anaya, Jaleel ain't see that though.
Jaleel gonna get in trouble. If Jaleel gonna get in trouble, he keep making comments like that.
Yeah, but now hold up. Quincy just used the cussing thing in city council tonight on the budget hearing. But Liddell Lewis called a point of order, but Judy Priestley didn't recognize it. But that's what I'm saying, though, Jaleel.
Oh, Liddell and Quincy had a problem?
No, he I guess he
I know Liddell wasn't calling a point of order to make him check Quincy for cussing.
You on, Shatara? Hey, Shatara, we just got word that Quincy Murphy did a cussing at the budget hearing tonight, and Liddell went to call something, and Judy Priestley did not recognize the point of order, and Quincy just kept on talking. Now you see the lawlessness that's going on, and this went back to the last point that I was making with Jaleel. What was the devil's last trick? You know why Judy Priestley feel that way? Because they was letting Allie Hokenroder the show do BS to Eric, and now they can do it. I said that when it happened to them, let's see how they gonna like it.
But let me tell you what else is the problem.
Talk to it.
Just like I said before, it's them clicks. It's them clicks, and they all clicked up. And if you notice that, and everybody that's looking at council, when you see them little clicks, and that's exactly what it is. So when your click get up there, when you feel like you can do what you want to, and your click let you do it, that's exactly what happens. Very true. But my point is this, and that's my point, y'all. If we can call out Eric Mays on his foolishness, because I ain't condoning no foolishness. Period. Now, Eric can get on here and tell you, I'll be telling him, hey, Chief, you got to know when to hold him and when to fold him. Some of that stuff you got to chill on. So it don't take all of that. But like I was saying before, Eric can't argue by himself. Y'all, if he start doing all of that and y'all shut up and y'all don't have to go back at him, he can't do it by himself. It takes two people to argue.
Anyway, yes, it does.
So it's okay for y'all to say that Eric is wrong, but it's not okay for y'all to say that Quincy is wrong. It's not okay for you to say that Sonya is wrong. It's not okay for you to say Allie Holkenroder is wrong. Because let me tell you what was wrong. What's wrong is somebody asking to be excused and then they come back, right? And regardless if he leave the whole meeting or not, the whole thing was he should have been handled about using profanity in council. But what about them other times he needed to be handled on council? We ain't talking about that. See, that's the type of shit that pissed me off when people get to comment like that, because you're biased and you one-sided. And I'm going to call that out every time. I don't care who you are. And if I mess it up, Mick, I mess it up. But the point of it is this. If you going to call it out on all sides. I'm switching. It don't matter one way or the other. Because I can't vote for none of them suckers. But the point of it is if you're going to call it out for one, then you got to call it out for all. Because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Period. So if Allie Holkenroder cutting up, y'all call that out. If Judy Freaky cutting up, y'all call that out. If Liddell Lewis cutting up, y'all call that out. It ain't just Quincy. Stop playing with me. I watch these. Listen, my ADD ain't acting up, and I watch council. Even when I watch it in sections, I see all that foolishness. And y'all want to act like it's not shit going on with more than just Eric.
Limbo is full of monsters.
Yes, Chris, people need favors. And not even only do they need favors, but it's profit over more. Every time. Y'all delusional as well. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more. I'm going to go a step further. Let's be on it. Let's get on it. A lot of these so-called activists and all this other stuff is profit over morals for that too. Because what happens is
my name is Sarah. This is my operation.
Yeah, I got it. Go ahead.
But with some of these so-called activists, it's the same exact thing. Y'all only call it out when it's beneficial to you. But when it's beneficial in your pockets, you won't call that foolishness out. You will condone it, for lack of a better word. And when I say condone it, is you won't speak on it. So not speaking on it, but only speaking on one side because you feel away, is condoning it all the same. So if you gonna call it out, call it all the way out. Don't just call it one side, flat out. Eric be on bullshit a lot of times, and he can because he know it, and he's smart. He know what he doing. He do, and sometimes it get the best of him. But the whole point about it is that he not the only one that's playing them games. And if y'all only calling out that only Eric is playing them games, then y'all just as silly as everybody else, flat out.
That's the truth of it is Eric ain't even playing no game. The truth of it is Eric is calling people out like, how many people are in your department? You mean to tell me you asking for this amount and you don't know how many people you're gonna split it with? And then they're throwing fits. This whole thing got started over Darn ass Brown. The way city council been carrying on business before, during, and after what they started all this conversation about setting up meetings. This particular meeting, all of a sudden, Darn ass Brown want to change the game, and Eric telling her, no, you can't change the game. We've been doing it like this for years. And then they're getting mad talking about he's disrespecting her. Excuses. All they do And Eric, just like me, I gotta look at him and keep this as an example because y'all are not gonna use the my hypeness against me because that's what y'all do with him. Y'all use his hypeness to where everybody talk about his hypeness and y'all don't talk about what he's talking about.
You
Ask Jaleel how he feel about what Eric.
Hold on. Let me answer that.
Jaleel.
I saw that.
Jaleel.
I just had to unmute myself. I saw that, brother.
Jaleel. Jaleel, you about to make me get real black right now. Come on, Jaleel. That's what we finna do. You for real right now?
Yep.
That's what we finna do. But you don't know about that? That's what we finna do, Jaleel. You the king of watching council meetings. You the king of all this stuff. And you gonna sit up there and talk about you don't know? Jaleel, stop playing with me. That's where we going, Jaleel. For real. That's where we going. Of all the things you could have said, that's the one you coming with? That's your answer? Dog. Come on, man. Jaleel. Jaleel, we better.
Man, I gotta give it to Jaleel. He done balled out. He done balled out gracefully.
Hold on, Rich. Because here's the thing, Jaleel. Now, you know, we done talked way more than this. We done seen you on council. We done seen you talk. We done seen you comment all of that. You haven't watched council in months. Wow. All right.
Hey, like Councilman May said.
You know what?
Yeah. Well, you know what?
You got it. You got it.
Paul to help them out because Paul started recording the comments.
That's so crazy. Yeah, you got it, Jaleel.
I ain't tied to none of them neither, but I'm going to speak my truth because we done interviewed them. But what I have seen from this council,
I can't even believe that.
No, Jaleel, I get information.
So let me ask you this question, Jaleel.
Wow.
Since we tied to people, Jaleel, who you tied to? Ask Jaleel who he tied to.
You say he ain't tied to now.
How can he say he ain't tied to nobody, but we can't say we ain't tied to nobody? And it's more clear as day that he tied to somebody than anybody.
Oh, I can tell you this for a fact, and anybody can check any of this. I ain't tied to nobody. I ain't got no nonprofits. I ain't got no nothing. Ain't nobody giving me shit. I'm not tied to nothing.
But I want some money. I'm sick of letting them come on here and spew and sit out there and lie like how good they doing for the people. Do you know?
I know you tied to the Nation of Islam, but I'm talking about all of these people on city council, like Liddell Lewis. Ain't you tied to Liddell Lewis? Ain't Jaleel tied to Liddell Lewis? The Jaleel tied to her, isn't he? Didn't he campaign for her? Didn't he campaign for her? Do he have anything? Don't he say that Liddell has great plans? Ain't that one of his famous? And he typed that on his thing.
No, he said no.
Great plans. Ain't that what he said?
He's saying no now.
He said no, Rich.
You did say that, man. We gotta go back and get that, man. What's wrong with y'all? And don't you call me up talking about you didn't take your medicine like Arthur Wilson did.
Rich, stop.
Arthur gonna say all that trash on YouTube and talk all that junk about me. And then call me on the phone. Oh, Rich, you know I ain't take my meds, man. There ain't no excuse for the stuff you said. So Jaleel, don't go all sideways and then expect me to forgive you because I ain't finna do it.
Chris, I am tied to the bag and I go get it every day. As a matter of fact, I get up at 3:30 every morning so I can go get it. And the second thing is yes, you're right. They are scared, but I'm not. I'm not scared, and I'm going to call it exactly how I see it. I'm going to call that fact, that spade, that duck, that snake, that liar, that cheat. I'm going to call all that. Because if it is, it is.
I want to change it. I'm ready to change it now because they want to come on and spew their little lies and not tell the truth. And then I'm seeing you down in council, and I watch it. I don't watch it like that. I mean, I watch it all the time, but usually
Jaleel is saying that he didn't say that Liddell Lewis
had man. Rich, we off of that one.
I'm about that. Moving forward, moving forward. I've been off that.
Yeah, I'm off that. But what I'm saying is,
I'm sorry, it just popped up on my screen. I'm sorry.
We got to start asking the real questions because These people had went on here and voted on things with that master plan. That was not in the best interest for the blacks of Flint. But like I was saying earlier, they don't see racism tied into this.
Racism is all the way tied into it.
No, it's not. Because if you listen to Quincy, if you listen to Liddell, ain't gonna mess with it. She ain't gonna mess with it.
Kind of smart.
Yeah, because
Kind of
that's
smart.
But she already in her seat now. She already said she doing one term, so we know she's not doing no two. She should be able to be more.
And man, I know people said they weren't gonna defend the heavyweight title. They got back in the ring. We gotta wait till these 5 years. Hey, we gotta see what she do after this. She get recalled. Everybody getting recalled next year.
I hope they do. No, I hope they get recalled this year. Damn, next year.
Well, they got to. Well. By the time all of the steps are taken and everything, it'll be next year. By the time they hold their seat for the because you got it. First of all, you got to get a court case. I mean, a court. You got to go to court. Then they got to approve your license.
Rich, hold up. Can you recall them if that thing was illegally, allegedly, what they did about removing Eric for their seat? Ain't that grounds for recall?
Man, and then
no,
like I said before, I like some of them people that's gonna be found guilty on that. But we the people gonna call for their dismissal. If the ethics and accountability find them guilty and act like they don't want to punish them, then we the people got to make sure that they get up off them seats. And he loses his job as city attorney.
No, what I'm saying is, can
and Tanya Burns need to be just step on her foot or something.
Now I understand you got your personal beef with Tanya, but what I'm saying
is, because she got that junk started, man. We is not letting Tanya Burns get away with starting all of this. Having people tell me I'm taking up for Eric Mays and all of this other stuff and get away with it.
That's right, Mick.
That's right, Mick.
Say you.
That's right, Mick.
I sure enough do.
No,
because people like that need to be stopped.
You got
and that needs to be nipped in the bud. Because we got to move our city forward, and we can't move our city forward hitting people in the back of the head with a brick and then acting like we ain't hit them and throwing them into the dogs.
Well, you know, but most of them, they don't. Most of the people do want to throw rocks and hide their hands. But that's the reason why
she threw a brick. She knocked the heck out of Eric.
Accountable though, right? It's more than just. It's just more than just that, Rick. Rich. It's people. Period. It's just the things that's going on. Period. We not holding people accountable because we not holding Mayor Neely accountable. We not holding Mayor. So my issue is, and my problem is, and I really wanted to speak on this tomorrow on my own show. Tomorrow's we not holding these people accountable. We not holding Mayor Neely accountable.
Ask Jalil, how did he feel about
Rich, you
everybody being held accountable?
He hear you.
Yeah, Rich. I don't know what's on Rich mind.
Who all do you feel need to be held accountable besides Eric May?
Rich,
who on city council needs to be checked?
That question. He asked that question already. Jaleel laughing at you because he already answered that question for you. Rich, you keep asking the same question over and over.
I asked you about that.
Yes, you did. You did ask him that. You might have reformed it, but you asked him the same thing.
What was his answer?
He said everybody.
Laughing at you. He said every person in politics.
He said everybody. He said that earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to hold him to it. And we're going to make him attack everybody instead of just Eric Mays.
Rich, you can't make nobody attack nobody.
But that's all he do. But that's all he do. He make excuses up. And then he don't admit the fact that he said Liddell Lewis has great plans. He want to admit that he did that.
How many times you gonna keep saying about the Liddell Lewis and great plans?
But let me clear this up. Let me be clear. Satara ain't
I'm doing the Eric Mays. I'm sorry.
But
I'm kicking him after he fall down.
Hold on. Rich Jones may be attacking. He used that verbiage, not me. That's not the verbiage that I'm using. And I'm not attacking anybody. I'm going to call out those things as I see it, but I ain't no attack on nobody. I'm not attacking. So nobody. Listen, safe zone here. I'm not attacking anybody.
Yeah, I'm not doing
I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions.
I don't know what you're doing, Rich, but
I
I
don't know what you're doing, Rich. It don't seem like you
I'm
asking
asking,
questions.
and well, I got my back on this when I'm asking questions to Jaleel Carter.
You ain't dare have to put my boy government out there like that.
I'll let you know he ain't asking questions. The Rich is in this personal now.
Yeah,
Jaleel
you
just
ain't dare
talked
have
about
to
he
put
just
my
talked
boy
about
government out there
emotions.
like that.
If you keep
And
it,
we just
Man,
talked
I don't
about
got
that.
no
It ain't
emotions,
emotional.
man.
yes,
You ain't
do.
got
I'm heartless.
Yeah,
Man,
Right.
I'm heartless.
Emotions. You
you
gotta
ain't
have emotions to be
you
I'm
ain't
heartless.
cold. I'm cold as ice, and I need prayer.
you emotional as hell, and you ain't dare have to call my boy out on his whole government. Your emotional ass. You emotional as hell, and that's
Fuck,
your
yeah.
damn problem.
Rich
I
ain't gonna
love
let
you
it
too.
go.
I love you too, Fire.
Rich ain't
Yeah.
letting it go. Rich ain't letting it go. Rich and then did this. Rich, go out and win the race, baby. That's all you gotta do.
Man, if I win a race, man, I'm taking Jaleel with me. Jaleel gonna be my boy. Cause if I can get all my acting stuff together to make Jaleel say, yeah, I know I'm on to something.
Hi,
That's my
Anaya.
boy.
I'm glad you showed up.
Jaleel, no matter what happened on this stuff, Jaleel is my boy. Jaleel, let me know when you find a spot. I'll be there.
Anaya,
And you know
you're
what
right.
I'm talking about.
So listen, Anaya said, keep in mind that Eric Mays is not elected as mayor, and he will also be in jeopardy of being recalled because quite a bit of his ward will be different
He's gonna
constituents.
get recalled. If don't but one of them get recalled, it's gonna be him.
Damn, can I read her comment?
Nah, Rich ain't gonna let you read. Rich is
Oh
saying,
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were. I'm driving too. I'm sorry.
You
I
ain't
ain't even
listening.
looking
You
at y'all.
driving and not
Can y'all
listening.
see me?
we ain't
No,
trying to see you,
yeah.
Rich. If you're driving, focus on the road.
Hey, can you
That's
mute
what I'm
me
doing.
for
That's
me?
why I asked you a question instead of
Mute him
answering
for me
myself.
so I can read this comment.
He muted. Go ahead. I muted him.
Anaya said, keep in mind that Eric Mays is not elected as mayor. He will be in jeopardy of being recalled because quite a bit of his ward will be different constituents that are not in agreement with him and his behavior. And you are absolutely right, Anaya. And Anaya, is very nice to see you back in the room. And so Jaleel said, Rich didn't say nothing when Mr. Mays spoke about peacekeepers and Brother D at First Ward Arbor meeting. And then Kathleen
You
King
ask
said,
him, do you want me to speak on it?
hold on
No.
one second. Kathleen King said, why didn't they vote 7th Ward in as president and didn't Quincy and 8th Ward and Tanya abstain for her to be president? Who the 7th Ward? Who the 7th Ward?
Ali Hogan that's up there cutting up. You're being biased.
Well, I'm finna go answer Jaleel now. Brother Jaleel, I did address that. I walked Captain D to his car, and I explained to Captain D that he heard one side of the story. And apparently the one side of that story happened to come from a brother of the nation or something like that, because it was all anti-Mays. And I also let him know that whenever him and Neely get in the same room, you can expect the exposure, because until Eric Mays receives justice every chance he get, and it hasn't failed yet, rewind the tape, he brings up Murdoch every time Sheldon Neely gets in the room. And y'all were the peacekeepers, and y'all came up there talking about peace, and he checked y'all because y'all ain't talking about no peace when it come to what happened to him. That's basically what happened. So yes, I did address that, because everything don't have to be addressed loud. But since you called me out loud, I addressed it loud. But no, I did address that. And that's how I addressed it. And I felt that way then, and I feel that way now. Mick, you still there? Because everything froze on me.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, but yeah, that's about that. What happened with that, Mr. Jaleel? I did address it.
Yeah, no, Rich.
I mean, you gotta look at it like this. Captain D came up here and he had an opinion of Eric Mays. How can you have an opinion of Eric Mays when you're only talking to one side? That's just like them sitting down at that table deciding that they're gonna try to tell me to drop off the race without me even being at the table, without them even hearing my side of the story. That's the same thing. And I guarantee it came from an Eric Mays hater. All of the information that Captain D came down here in his head. And I just broke down the truth. Because no matter if you are Eric Mason, if you are Sheldon Neely, when them two get in the room, Eric Mays is bringing up Murdoch. No, so it don't matter what side of the table you on, that's going to be part of the dinner or lunch or whatever y'all eat. So y'all just going to, we as citizens of Flint are just going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, Rich, hold up. Anaya said, Rich, if you don't change your temporary drastically, you will not stand a chance of being.
I already know. Oh, I'm working on that too. Hey, look, Anaya, I gotta tell you, like I told my big sister about 3 years ago. I got 2 more weeks to get all this stuff off my checks so I can sit down and concentrate on winning this election. But right now, if I don't get this stuff off my chest, I'm gonna go into my election with it on my chest, and I'm not gonna have a good run. So I gotta get this stuff off my chest. I got to. But I understand you, and you are right. I am not going to be able to continue to do this and win. You're right.
Hey, Rich, hold on. Let me answer this question for Jaleel. He said, aren't you tired of hearing about Murdoch? No, I'm not. If I was Eric and I got something dealing with me, I'm going to bring it up every time when the police say step in and do nothing. What you mean? We are crazy out here. Then you see the police when Murdoch, when it was the whites on him, he getting charged. Are y'all, man, man, sometimes I'll be wondering what's wrong with black people, man. Are y'all crazy, man? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful tonight, but I'm just gonna be, are y'all crazy, man? Sometimes black people act like they mind gone, man.
Mute me, Mick.
No, I ain't gonna mute you, but black people act like they mind gone. Gonna say, aren't you tired of hearing about Murdoch? Hell no, if I got my ass.
That's the same person that said Liddell Lewis got great plans. Now I keep trying to tell y'all he anti-American.
No, I'm not gonna go with that. But what I'm going with is if I'm Eric Mays and I'm trying to get the law handed down, he said I'm sick of it. Deal with or leave others out of your mess. You might be sick of it. I'm not sick of hearing about it because when they brought it up, when they was cracking jokes about him getting whooped, no, I mean, to y'all it might be on council is too much, but he a council person. Maybe he's trying to show y'all how the police system is jacked up. Ain't nobody looking at that part. They don't see that part. They just Eric got what, let it go. No, that's in real life. Do you see people? Do y'all tell white people to let stuff go? We so quick to tell blacks we need to let it go. Tell white people to let stuff go. That's why Flint is in the condition it in, because y'all steady want people to let it go. Ain't you tired of hearing it? I'm tired of hearing people say the water ain't clean and ain't doing nothing about it, but we're going to keep listening to it, ain't we? I'm tired of hearing
of people saying that it ain't no racism in Flint.
Yeah, but they're going to keep...
I'm tired of people saying it ain't no racism on city council.
Right.
I'm tired of people saying it ain't no racism in the state.
People say Liddell Lewis got great plans.
Move on.
No, you can't let that's what I'm saying. I'm sick of hearing that. I'm sick of hearing Rich. What you saying to people that didn't support you? If they weren't gonna support you, if they support you the first time, they weren't gonna support you this time.
I know they ain't gonna support me now.
So why even bring it up?
After the past few days, they ain't gonna do it, but it's all good.
They wasn't gonna support you if they didn't support you the first time. Yeah, so
why they didn't invite me to that table?
So why even worry about it? I
ain't worried about it, but I'm kind of curious.
Rich, let's be real though. Listen. Here's the thing though, and I say this all the time to you, and you know this ain't the first time I told you this. I said when you do that, right? And let's just put it on out there because I don't want people to feel like I be saying this in the back. And when I say this and I say this out loud, and I'll be saying it right to you, and this ain't my first time telling you this. It's just like I just told you. It make you sound emotional, A, and then it make you sound bitter, B, because like I keep saying, the issue at hand is the problems of Flint.
But if we gonna continue to keep saying those little things like that, it just make you look bitter and it make you look emotional. You're not the only person I told that. I told Eric Mays the same thing. If I get a chance to talk to Claudia Perkins, I'll tell her the same thing. Y'all look emotional, you look real weak, and you look bitter as fuck. Period. Move on.
Well,
It is what it is.
I am not bitter. I am happy. I see the thing. I knew during my election that I was going to be running for state rep, that I wasn't going to win the city council race. Hell, the whole city was against me, including my body. I couldn't even walk. I finished the election on one leg and 3 new puppies.
Look at Jaleel told me go stand in front of the DA office. I ain't finna go stand in front of the DA before they can lock my ass up. Then I'm gonna see if y'all gonna come get me out.
When what we standing in front of the DA office about?
He told me to demand charges. Water still affecting people. You can, Jaleel. I can't. Y'all. Let me tell you this. You can't even get the mayor to stand with the people of Flint, far as the water. You tell him to go stand at the DA, go down there, stand up to Gretchen Whitmer about this water lawsuit, and I'll go stand at the DA office. If you can do that, I'll do that. Since you're gonna put pressure on me, let's put pressure on him too. Because right now they the ones who can make the whistle. Now I ain't in no position of power. But I ain't gonna stand with nobody who study doing BS and I see we getting messed over. That's the difference with me. I'm not gonna stand with nobody and they playing games. I don't care about no friendships because I didn't know y'all before and I won't know y'all afterwards. That's how I go through life. You gonna tell me what to go do? Yeah, it's funny, Jaleel, but it ain't funny when y'all standing next to the devil though. When y'all down there seeing he doing this. Because I looked at that comment when you said y'all go at the people at the tops of Ridgeway White and fire Phil Shucks. Tell me who worked for them. Now that's the real question. Who worked for the people that you was calling out? I bet you it's people that you know.
Mick, you know what? Can I cut you off for one second? You know what, Mick? You got to start speaking more. I'm going to be more quiet because then people won't be saying that I'm sounding mean and bitter because you speak a lot of things that I feel.
No,
so I just need to be quiet and let you speak more.
You see how Jaleel came to legislative bodies? No. Let's show who the legislative bodies.
Time out. Rich, don't take no slide shot at me, nigga. At me, say my name.
I ain't taking no slide shot at you. I'm just saying to the public. I'm just saying because I am hyper. So I just need to really, to be honest, really to be honest.
And I be trying to tell you that because I be trying to help you.
So I'm energetic. I gotta learn how to control my energy. But I ain't gonna be able to do that for about a couple more weeks. I'm doing better, but it's a long. Man. Look, can't nobody change overnight. Quincy Murphy can't change overnight. I don't expect Quincy Murphy to start having fit.
Hey, Nick.
No one can change, but we gotta work and calm down. I'm working on calming down, and it's gonna take a little while longer.
But then until
I get there. It is what it is. I mean, but the truth of the matter is I'm not bitter. I'm playing chess. I understand all the moves that all these people are making. Like this election right now, like I'm passing out invites. I ain't even giving these people them an invite. These people that haven't even got an invite from me.
Hey, Rich, can I ask you a
ain't shared nothing on Facebook with them. I don't talk to them or nothing.
Anaya, yes, ma'am.
He don't listen to Naya. Rich got his own agenda. Rich don't listen because we weren't even talking about Rich.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Rich. Hold on, Rich. Let me say this. First of all, people didn't say that you was bitter and you was emotional. Satara said that you look bitter and emotional.
No. You're not the only one, Satara. That's where you're wrong at. You ain't the only one.
You him, Rick.
You may have said it tonight, but you're not the only one that said that. I've been hearing.
But here's what I'm saying to you is that I tell you this all the time because I be trying to help you because I don't have no life. And I'm on the outside looking in and I'm trying to tell you, but you don't, and you talking about can't nobody change overnight. But the point of it is no, you're right. Nobody can change overnight. However, you don't listen and you don't take the advice and you just be You shoot from the hip and you just be going on about your business. That be the problem right there. I'm just be trying to help you and trying to tell you. So I'm transparent. And just like I talk to these people that are on the live, is just exactly how I talk to you. Hey, how I talk is how I talk. What I say is what I say. It just is what it is. But my point is, I'm not saying that you are bitter. I said it make you look bitter. I'm not saying that you emotional. I'm saying it make you look emotional. And when you go on like that and you continue to just drone on and you be and the thing about it is you say that you just calling people out, but sometimes it do be an attack. And that's why I said what I said. Hey, I'm not attacking nobody. So they look like it, so it does look like that. And now you have a bigger agenda now. Now you're going on to state rep, and it's bigger, and state rep is bigger than Flint. So if you are going to continue to talk like that in this little bitty space, in this little bitty pool of Flint, as opposed to looking at the fucking ocean, which is Michigan, which is the state rep, then you thinking of it wrong. You thinking of it in the wrong way. And so your agenda, your tone, and the way that you talking and you thinking about things got to change, Rich, because it's bigger than fucking Flint. What you own is bigger than Flint.
Way
now, if you
big.
want to,
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Way bigger. Boy, you real.
And then you want to get it on places, man. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna turn evil, man.
Who me? I ain't gonna turn evil.
Listen what I'm telling you, man. You're gonna work for their system. Jaleel know it. When Jaleel say he going to field shows and all of them, he know what field shows work at.
Absolutely.
Which one of them got an office down in the mayor office?
Schultz.
Phil Schultz got the office down at it might work later on. Give Rich a little time. We're gonna work on him. But that's what I'm saying.
Anaya, don't count him out just yet. Anaya, don't count him out
you
just
can't
yet.
count me out.
Working with him. We yet working with
what
him.
I'm saying, but see, Jaleel, when you call these people
let me speak for 1 second. I'll never forget.
No, leave it alone.
I was
You're gonna talk yourself out of it, Rich. The girl done already said. Just be quiet sometime, Rich.
Listen, so Anaya, let me speak on that. What you just said. I know you thinking about considering him. Don't count him out. Rich got a good heart, and where he going at, like he got a good heart.
Great agenda.
I'm trying to get him to chill out. But here's the thing about some of the other people that's running. Hey, listen, I got an issue with them too. I got an issue with people that just do it for the publicity. I got an issue with people just doing it for the camera. I got an issue with a lot of things. So I want people, when they looking at this, I want everybody to look at it as a whole. I want everybody to look at everybody as a whole, because Rich been fighting for the same things for a long time. Some of these other people that you gonna see, you only see them when it's convenient. They opportunists, and opportunists don't never miss an opportunity to get an opportunity. And I want everybody to be cognizant of that when you get the voting and you look at that. So make sure that you're looking at everything as a whole, and you looking at these people and what they've been doing and where their agenda being as a whole for the long run. But some of these folks you finna see jump in there, you just seeing them jump out there and you ain't really seeing them been doing nothing for real until it come to camera time. Just keep that in mind. That's all I'm gonna say about that as of right now.
Jaleel, who ain't camera shy? They don't never supposed to see the man behind the camera. That's what's wrong with y'all now. But I'll tell you this though. Your people down there, camera shy, who working for Phil Schultz stuff. Since you want to keep calling me out, Jaleel, we're gonna call the devil out together, because I'm gonna hold you on your dean, brother. I'm gonna hold Rich, because Rich, no. I mean, not Rich. Jaleel, no. Jaleel, no. He don't want to call them devils out right now. I'm telling you, Jaleel, no, but you gotta call the imps out.
Jaleel, you my boy, man.
No, I gotta say what Maurice Davis said. Jaleel looking at the devil, but we gotta deal with their demons, Jaleel.
Yeah.
Gotta sit up here, because it's gonna be a whole lot of we cleaning up the Flint neighborhoods, and the city supposed to do it this summer. It's gonna be this campaign and this mayor race. I don't know if the mayor being nice to y'all, Jaleel, because it's election season. Now we're gonna see how long he gonna hold this up, because he said something. I saw him on on his Saturday show, did he say would man up? And now he's doing it now, but it's election time.
He said he paid him.
Well, it's election time. He gonna say a lot of things. Maybe he give us some money. Maybe it help us out or something. He can loan us some money to get us off the ground. But they ain't gonna want
I don't really even like talking about this mayor race.
Well, get off of it then. They ain't talking about we ain't gonna talk about the state rep race neither. What we talking about?
I want to talk about the state rep race.
I don't want to talk about it. But what we gonna do is, Rich.
Because
I don't want to talk about
the city council and the mayor race make me raise my voice, and I don't want to raise my voice anymore.
Well, we ain't gonna talk about it. We just gonna talk about how they don't want to exceed racism.
And that'll make me scream, but I'm gonna control it. Yeah, I'm gonna control it. Because that should be illegal. That should be charges. That's the only way we can turn this thing around.
No, well, until black people realize and get woke up to who they are, then we ain't gonna love each other. As long as we keep trying to be so presidential, as my good sister Becky Brown said, trying to be white, we not gonna love each other because whites didn't. They never had it in their mind for us to love each other. They wanted to keep. That's
a good list. That's a good list, Jaleel.
And they base themselves off of wealth. And then racism is not color. It's wealth, how you live. If you're not wealthy and you white, they treat you just as bad they treat a black person. It's just not publicized as bad. But they don't care. They looking at money and stature. And if you don't match their stature, then they against you. And that's just the way it is.
But then how the poor whites looking at the blacks? Long as they feel.
And then that's sad because some of them poorer than us.
That's what I'm saying, Rich. You don't get to see that.
You're right about that.
I'm not trying. Shatai, we're gonna be on tomorrow. I need to send y'all that link for when you on our do y'all show. I ain't trying to end it right now, but fellas, I got to be able to get them babies.
I know you got it, and man, I got I done made it to the dog house, so you know what I got to do.
All right, well, we're gonna peace out. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow.
We're gonna see y'all tomorrow. Hey, Shatai.